Walker Allen set to kick off here for the Altavista Colonels. First quarter about to get underway here from English Stadium in Altavista. And again, William Campbell with those road white jerseys, silver pants, got the blue piping, blue helmet with the WC on it. And it's difficult to see their numbers at times, but we'll do the best we can. Altavista in the home black jerseys, orange and white trim, orange numbers. And it looks like we've got, looks like we're ready for football here, Oscar. Walker Allen with the approach. Kick is away. Medium height kick. It's going to get fielded pretty deep on the 5-yard line. Return man's going to take it up the middle. Now he's going to cut outside, and he's run down by the Altavista tacklers. It looked like Demetrius Johnson in on the stop right there. He was the first guy. Destin Brown was there as well.
Had a little bit of a wall formed over on this right side. He tried to bounce over to this side, but great pursuit by the Colonels. They'll start with a 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, very good kick coverage there from the Altavista kickoff team. Ball spotted right there in the middle of the field on the 20-yard line, so it almost works out just like a touchback. William Campbell huddles on that far sideline. And now they've broken and they're ready to go.
And huddled over on the sideline and break. They break from the sideline and come straight into formation.
Yep, interesting way to do it, but not necessarily a bad way to do it. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends for Lockett. He'll take the quarterback lead off right tackling. He looks like he has enough for a first down. Tackled out there by Thornhill, who was in on it, and also Demetrius Johnson as well.
And that's going to be a gain of 11 and a nicely designed play. Straight back to Lockett. Power blocking up front. He picked the hole right off tackle, and 11-yard gain for Lockett.
Yeah, good wall there by the tight end and the right tackle. And Lockett just followed his running back, who was Marcus Adams. This time, Lockett will get stuck in the backfield. He tried to make a second effort but couldn't get out of there. Number 10, Darius Johnson, finally cleans him up.
Darius cleaned him up. Demetrius was in first and got him low and bounced him back. Boy, they're going to get a favorable spot. They're going to call that a loss of about 1.5 yards. Call it 2. But it looked like he was tripped up and was trying to run forward. But, again, good spot for William Campbell.
Yeah, he ended up not losing that much in the yardage category. He was hit hard, though. Give Lockett a lot of credit for staying on his feet. He's back there to receive the snap again, and he'll take it himself. Trying left tackle this time. Shrugs off 1 or 2 tacklers. Timron Brown slowed him down. Now it's a gang tackle over there by the far side numbers, and he's brought down for another loss. They'll say this is a loss of 1. So it's going to bring up about 3rd and 13. Good defense from Altavista.
Yeah, it was. And we've seen Timron Brown be strong the last 3 or 4 games. Timron was closing in on him. Nice stiff arm by Lockett to hold him off. But just too many Colonels there to hold him off.
Yeah, the whole gang got in on that one. Good pursuit from Altavista. Give Timron a lot of credit for slowing him down. 3rd and long now. Lockett wants to throw. It's going to go far sideline to Slayton. It's broken up by 1. Thornhill. Great coverage. He was actually looking for Rashawn Lee, but Thornhill was the important part of that. He got his hands on it and deflected it. Brings up 4th down.
Yeah, Juan read that the whole way. Was in great position. Didn't let him get behind him. Kept his hands down. Didn't interfere at all. Great play by Juan.
We normally see Thornhill playing the deep safety. That time he was playing some cornerback. He's done that at times this year, so it's not completely foreign to him. And he is probably the best athlete for Altavista, so why not throw him out there, especially on 3rd and long like that. Snap is low on the kick. William Campbell will get it away anyway. Bounces on the 45-yard line. Malback was deep to return for Altavista. He wants no part of that. And the ball will roll dead on its own momentum at about the 41-yard line.
Nice job by the Colonels at Lockett got the first down on the very first play, and then it was 3 and out. So great job by the Colonels defense on that. They'll take over. No score. 10:07 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, you said it. Not your traditional 3 and out, because Lockett did pick up a first down. But after that, the Colonels shut them down on the next 3 consecutive plays. Good defensive stop there, and they got pretty good field position on their own 41 to start things out on offense. Thornhill is the quarterback. Looks like he has a running back beside him that's not Destin Brown. We'll figure out who that is in a second. Thornhill's going to run it himself. Left tackle. He had a decent hold there. The blocking back was number 15, Daquan Myers, and it's a pickup of about 7 yards.
Nice job by Daquan getting out in front of Juan, and then, Juan followed him dead behind him. Nice job. Nice running play. Pick up a 6.
Yeah, and that one was more of a direct attack there on the run. Sometimes Thornhill will hesitate for a second, almost like a quarterback draw. That one was just a straight-up quarterback lead with Thornhill hitting the hole with some speed. It was a good pickup. 2nd down, left hash mark. Colonels are going towards Bedford Avenue, away from the scoreboard. Thornhill's got Myers behind him and another back to his right. Pulling guard, they give it to Daquan Myers. Myers dragged down in the backfield. Good solo tackle by number 51, Carl Hamlet, for the Generals. And that'll go as a loss of 2, or at least 1 anyway.
Yeah, they're going to call it a loss of 2.
Brings up 3rd down. Go ahead, Oscar.
It does bring up 3rd, and Daquan on that lead handoff to the fullback, and William Campbell was waiting on that play.
Yeah, Hamlet got some penetration in there. Altavista tried to pull that guard, but Myers never really could get in behind him because Hamlet was in the backfield in a hurry. 2 wide receivers to each side for Juan Thornhill. He looks over the defense, barking out the snap count. They're going to put Maul back in motion to the right. They go with the hard snap count, and it looks like William Campbell has jumped off sides, but we'll wait for something official.
They're going to talk and see if Altavista's reaction was due to the jump, and it absolutely was.
Yeah, this is against William Campbell. And if you don't know what we're talking about when we talk about that hard snap count, there's a lot of things an offense can start the play on. Most teams are going to start on that first hut. Most everybody does a down set hut or something like that. But Thornhill just extended the snap count. They didn't go on that first hut, and that got William Campbell to jump. It's not enough for a first down, though. It makes it 3rd and 1. Thornhill looks like he wants to go under center. He'll go with the hard snap count again, and it looks like it worked again. And the reason why that works is you go on 1 for a long time, and then when you need it, you go on 2 or something even a little longer than that, and it is against the William Campbell Generals. Another penalty. So back-to-back, and that will be enough for a fresh set of downs.
And Juan's as good as anybody we've seen with that all year. He does that at least once a game, sometimes twice.
Yeah, you're right. It's sometimes he'll wait till later on in the game to use it. Uses it here with great effectiveness. 2 of them in a row, and it's a first down. And really it takes away the defensive line's aggressiveness because now they have to, actually watch the football and not just go on the snap count. First down. Thornhill will hand it to Myers. Myers cuts it up the middle. Nice hold there. He had a guy on his back. He's finally knocked to the ground, close to the first down marker, but not all the way there.
Nice run. Sorry about that. Daquan, nice run. DeAnthony Jones came up and really put a good hit on him, but too late. Daquan was already 8 yards downfield.
Yeah, Daquan got some speed going, and I mentioned it. He dragged one tackler for a little while. Finally brought down after a nice gain. He'll check out of the game and take a breather. Timron Brown in the backfield now with Juan Thornhill. 3 receivers to Thornhill's left. 2nd and 2. He moves Timron Brown just a little bit. Thornhill wanted to go left. Now he goes right, and he's got a lot of room along the right sideline. He's across the 20, across the 15, hit at the 10, and knocked out of bounds. Juan Thornhill never went out of bounds, but he got knocked, never went down. He finally got knocked out of bounds. Great run there from Juan Thornhill. It's going to set up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, they're going to mark that at the 8-yard line, 29-yard pickup. Again, wasn't sure what the original design of the play was, but Juan was able to bounce out to that right side. He had Michi Malbec spread out wide right along the sideline, but his defender never even came into play.
Great run from Juan Thornhill. He got knocked out of bounds at the 9-yard line, they say, so it'll be 1st and goal from there. Thornhill's got a trio of receivers to the left here, just off the left tackle in a bunch formation. Daquan Myers is there as well. Juan's going to go to the right. He's close to the end zone. Let's see if he got in. He dove for it. Touchdown, Altavista Colonels. Juan Thornhill in the end zone early. It comes at 7:06 in the first quarter, Oscar, and the Colonels have a 6-point lead with the extra point on the way.
Boy, nice drive by the Colonels. All on the ground. Smart play. They had a little 3rd and long. They were able to get 2 consecutive hard count, jumping off sides by William Campbell that led to the 1st down, and big pickup of 29 yards by Juan.
Excellent stuff from Juan Thornhill and the offensive line. You got to give them a lot of credit, too, because Thornhill and the rest of the guys had some holes to run through. It looks like William Campbell has jumped offside on the extra point here. That is Thornhill's 27th rushing touchdown of the year. Excellent numbers from him. Penalty is against William Campbell. So Altavista's just going to try the extra point again. Staying in the extra point formation anyway. No rule that says they couldn't fake it.
And Walker Allen's been solid all year.
He has. Kick is up. And this one is good. Solid all year. Solid on that one. Altavista leading 7-0. 7 minutes remain here in the first quarter on 105.5 KD Country.
This summer's fire at Stanton River Medical Center hasn't stopped Rehab Associates from helping our Altavista area patients. I'm Dr. Kyle Walling, Clinical Director of Rehab Associates Hurt Office, and I'm pleased to report that we're setting up a temporary location at Altavista, inside Virginia Technical Institute, 201 Ogden Road. Whether you're already our patient or need help recovering from surgery or injury, rest assured we're here for you. And remember, you do not need a doctor's referral to see us. Call Rehab Associates at 324-9750, online at racva.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Well, Juan Thornhill gets in the end zone early here, Oscar. 7:06 to play. He scores. Walker Allen makes the extra point. And it was really just a very good drive from Altavista. A little bit of everything. We talked about the 2 long, hard counts that Juan Thornhill used to pick up the first down. And that's really a heady play from the sophomore. And give credit to everybody else, too, because sometimes as an offensive lineman, you're tempted to jump on one as well.
Well, especially when the defensive player's jumping. But 5 plays, 59 yards, 301. Touchdown for Juan Thornhill. For him rushing, that is his 27th touchdown of the season.
Yeah, very impressive numbers from Thornhill. He's just a sophomore, as you probably know by now. And he's got a lot of sophomores on the ball club with him.
Yeah, we chronicle that just about weekly, quarterly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's hard to not talk about just because they are so dang good. Walker Allen on the kick. Allen's just a freshman, so he's got a one up on them even. This kick is a little bit shorter. It's going to be fielded on the 15-yard line by number 32 for William Campbell. Great return brewing here, though. He's across the 40-yard line now to the 45. Ball might have came out there momentarily, but he stopped on the 45-yard line. Much better field position this time for the Generals.
Yeah, high end over end, a little bit shorter than what we've been seeing out of Walker. And a nice return. They're going to put it at the 46-yard line. That great field position for William Campbell. And we'll see if they can answer Altavista's touchdown drive.
Yeah, Altavista started their drive on their own 41. William Campbell will start this one on their own 46. Campbell picked up one first down to start the game, and then went 3 and out. Lockett tried to go right up the middle, and he was just stoned. Altavista was in the backfield quickly. Number 6. Demetrius Johnson leading the charge. Wow, he just stacked him up, hit him around the shoulder pads. Lockett went nowhere.
Yeah, and it's obvious right now that William Campbell's gonna try the running game. We saw Appomattox do it. We saw Dan River do it, and with relative success. And that's their game plan right now. It looks like they're going to try to ram the ball down the Colonel's throats.
Well, let's see how long they stay with it. Another loss there. Not to say that William Campbell won't have success running the ball, but they may have to go to the air at some point. Lockett's going to run it again, trying the left side this time. He's hitting the backfield, brought down again. A bunch of Colonels in on it again. I do know that Demetrius Johnson slowed him down after that. There was 3 or 4 black helmets in on that one.
Yeah, it was Demetrius Johnson that really held him up, and then Timron came in and lowered the boom on him. You don't want to be standing up contained by a tackler when Timron's coming in on you with a head of steam.
No kidding. Well, we talked about it last week. You could make the case that Timron's been the defensive MVP this year. William Campbell, 3rd and long. They will have to throw this time. Lockett had to pull it down. He's going to get sacked. Another host of Colonel defenders in there. Darius Johnson was in on it, and they say the ball came out, and Altavista will recover it. Cody Andrews in there as well on that one. In addition, Dante Poindexter. They were all 3 in the backfield. Don't know who knocked it out. Don't know who recovered it. Doesn't matter. Altavista's got the football.
Well, and Demetrius Johnson, when Lockett was going to throw the ball, he cocked and was ready to release, and Demetrius Johnson just went airborne kept Lockett from throwing the ball. He had a receiver open downfield, and once he did that, he had to tuck it, and there were just too many Colonels there.
Wow.
Great pursuit by the Colonels.
Absolutely, a swarm of Colonels. There's been at least one or two Colonel defenders in the backfield for William Campbell all night. Altavista will go with one tight end. Thornhill's going to hand it off to Myers. Myers got some room left side. Nice block by Johnson. Myers is stacked up at the 30-yard line. Still hadn't gone down. Now he's finally shoved to the ground. Momentum was already stopped before that, so he'll get a pretty good spot on this, close to the first down marker. And it is
be one.
Yep, enough. Well, they haven't moved it yet. Look, they thought about it. One guy moved, the other guy didn't. Now they both, and it is a first down. Ball spotted right there at the 30-yard line.
And we talk about Daquan. He's another one of those sophomores. He doesn't quite have the vision yet that, say, Destin Brown has, but he's going to be a good running back as well.
Absolutely. Man, you just mentioned Destin Brown is in the backfield now. 2-1, Thornhill's left. Two receivers to the left for Thornhill. Brown's going to be a blocker. Thornhill's going right up the gut. Now he's going to bounce it outside, trying to run away from tacklers. Can't. He's brought down by a duo of William Campbell defenders over there on that far sideline. I know Slayton was one of them. Thornhill, they'll give him a gain of about a foot.
Second and 10 out of
They move that marker just a little bit. Not much, though.
Again, difficult to tell with these William Campbell jerseys. Again, we've talked about that for the games that we've covered. If we're not getting the right guy, we apologize, but we're doing the best we can with our elderly vision, aging vision.
Getting older every day. It ain't getting any younger. Timeout on the field. Looks to be an injury timeout. We'll take it with them. Score 7-0. 4:38 remaining here in the first quarter on 105.5 KD Country.
Lock it.
Life happens. Divorce, family problems, criminal charges, civil litigation, or personal injury cases. Turn to David W. Shreve, an experienced attorney at law. David W. Shreve has been practicing law for 30-plus years. For free consultation for personal injury cases, call 369-6621. 369-6621. David W. Shreve congratulates the Colonels football team on making the playoffs. Go Colonels! David W. Shreve, located 7th Street in Altavista. You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
7-0 Altavista on top after the injury timeout. It was Damian Lockett, number 13, who plays defense as well. They escorted him off the field there, but I think he's going to be okay. He walked off under his own power. Play action now from Juan Thornhill. He'll throw it. He's got it complete to Malbeck. Malbeck going to get brought down after about a 4-yard gain. Not a whole lot there, but a good-looking pass play and a good completion there, first of the game for Altavista.
Yeah, nicely designed play. Demetrius Johnson cleared out. They kind of drug Michi across, pick up a 4. It brings up third, and we're going to call it 6.
Yeah, 3rd and 6. Obviously, William Campbell is reminding themselves to watch out for the hard count from Thornhill, but we'll see what happens. Juan's going to set his offense now. He's got Andrews in there as a blocking back. Destin Brown to his right as a running back, and 3 receivers. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Thornhill's ready to go now. Here's the snap, chest high. He fakes it to Brown, and he's going right side now. He's got the first down across the 20. Dives and lunges for the 19-yard line. First down marker was right at the 20. He fell across that. So it will be a first down for the Altavista Colonels.
And they're going to, like you said, he got just enough for the first down. Nice run by Juan, getting his shoulder square and then getting downhill.
Yeah, he had Ashton Robinson and Cody Andrews leading him through the hole. And then he met some resistance about 2 yards short of the first down marker. Lunged across the 20, which was the first down marker, and it was enough. Fresh set of downs now from the 19-yard line, middle of the field. Altavista's got 2 receivers to each side, running back to Thornhill's left. They put one of those receivers in motion. And Juan's going to throw left. It's complete to number 6, Demetrius Johnson. Man on his shoulder pads. Didn't bring him down, but the rest of the general defenders will. And it's actually going to be a loss of about 1. Flag comes out after the play. Malbeck and a general defender involved in some extracurriculars. This may be one of those offsetting penalties. We'll see.
Pass from Thornhill to Johnson complete.
Pass was complete for a loss of 1, I think.
Yeah, it was either a loss or no gain.
Yeah.
There is a flag on the play.
Let's wait and see while the officials sort it out here. Malback was blocking on that one. So was number 24, Canavis Jones. That was the guy they put in motion. And looks like it's just going to go against the Colonels. This is what we saw. Really, I guess we agreed it started in that Chatham game and kind of builded to a peak in the Appomattox game, and then it looked like Altavista had gotten better about it.
And it's one of those situations where we talked about in the pregame that the Colonels cannot afford to continue to do that. They've gotten away from it the last couple games, but here it is. It's second and a bus stop, bus ride.
About 25, yeah. Because he did lose about a yard or so on the play, so maybe it's second and 26. It is definitely a full bus stop. You're right. But we've seen the Colonels pick up first downs from longer distances, so we'll see what happens here. Ball is on about the 35-yard line. Man in motion is Malback. They give it to him. Now Michi wants to throw.
Open.
Looking deep. He's got a man. It's complete. Caught on the 5, falls in the end zone. Touchdown, Altavista. Colonels on the trick play. It's Jacob East on the reception from Michi Malback. Wow, that's one way to erase a second and long. Just run a trick play and throw it deep.
And that's the first really trick play that Altavista that I recall them running all year. And
agreed, yeah.
Michi went in motion, got the ball, and the corner for William Campbell started to come in and break on Michi, and Michi had him wide open. Great pass by Michi.
Absolutely. Touchdown comes at 2:29 to go in the first quarter. Walker Allen on to try his second extra point of the game. Kick is up. It's very long enough, and it's straight enough, too. It's good. Make it 14-0 Colonels. Big play right there from Malback to East. Gives Altavista a 2-touchdown lead. 2.5 minutes to go in the first on 105.5 KD Country.
The holidays are coming up. Get prepared for all that seasonal hustle and bustle. And what about your house guests? Will you have enough towels, bathrooms, and bedrooms for your visiting family and friends? Let the Comfort Inn in Altavista help you with holiday accommodations. Clean, comfortable rooms, and guests will be treated to a free hot breakfast and free Wi-Fi. Holiday hospitality, just like home, from the Comfort Inn, Main Street in Altavista.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
2:29 remaining here in the first quarter. Altavista scores on the big pass play from Malback to East. Oscar, you said it, not really any trick plays yet this year for the Colonels. Not a reverse, not really anything. But you got to figure you're playing a team 3 times. Coach Sharnis is going to throw something a little spicy and exotic in the mix there.
Well, and you had second and 26. The Colonels had gotten down and, were threatening to score again. And, William Campbell had Altavista in a good spot with that second and long to really stop that drive. And, boy, that was a well-designed play, and it worked to perfection.
Yeah, great blocking by the receivers that were out there in the offensive line to give Malback enough time to throw the pass. And he just found Jacob East striding all alone down that right sideline. East caught it on about the 6, got hit on about the 4, and fell into the end zone for a very nice touchdown. Walker Allen made the extra point. Now Allen's on for the kickoff again. Here's the run-up. Kicks it away. This one's a little bit lower. A knuckleball going to get caught on the 20-yard line. Turn man taking it straight up the gut. I think that's Rashawn Lee, and he is hit hard around the thigh pads by Juan Thornhill. Good solo tackle from Juan.
Yeah, again, with the numbers hard to see, I would guess that was Rashawn Lee. That ball was like a line drive knuckler, and he skied and grabbed it with his hands. It looked like he does when he plays basketball. So,
yeah, Lee is a very good basketball player, and he's easy to pick out sometimes because he's 6'3", got some hair hanging out behind the helmet. He's one of the only guys over 6 foot for the General, so that helps identifying him. Some of the other ones are a little bit tougher. Running backs to Lockett's sides. He'll keep it. No, he'll give it this time. And the runner is not brought down on the sideline. Johnson's going to try and run him down. He's got a beat on him, but I don't think he's going to get there. Touchdown, William Campbell into the checkerboard end zone. Strange play right there. Touchdown, Generals from deep. 37-yard touchdown. by Marcus Adams for the Generals. He wears number 20 on the road. That's why we were both at a loss for words there. But Adams scored 3 times last week. Once tonight. Generals are right back in this thing after the touchdown.
And speed. Colonels had him trapped on the sideline. Had 4 or 5 players. Looks like he had an opportunity. But he's a small kid, and boy, he's got some speed.
Had enough on that play. You're right. We thought he was down. Snap is a little late getting back, and Juan Thornhill blocks it off his helmet. He didn't even really try and throw his hands up. But it does go down as a block kick for Juan Thornhill, and that makes it 14-6, and that could loom large later on as well. Timeout here. 2:10 remaining in the first quarter. William Campbell answers 14-6. Colonels still lead on 105.5 KD Country.
Chef's Drive-In is a proud supporter of Altavista High School athletics. And after a great game, stop by Chef's Drive-In at 1101 Main Street in Altavista for the best food around. Next time you're hungry when there's no other place to go, give Chef's Drive-In a try. When it comes to ham biscuit, hamburgers, hot dogs, or fries, Chef's Drive-In can't be beat. And if you want the best hot dog and yummy milkshakes in town, you've got to give Chef's a try. Chef's Drive-In, Main Street, Altavista, across from CVS.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
14-6, Colonels lead, but the Generals have cut into it a little bit here. Altavista blocking the extra point. That could be big. Goes down as a 63-yard touchdown for Marquise Adams for the Generals.
Yeah, and after the score on the trick play from the Colonels, nice response by William Campbell. Wasn't a sustained drive. One play, 67 yards, 13 seconds. So, but again, nice response for William Campbell to keep him in this ballgame.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that makes the Generals so dangerous is they've got playmakers too, just like Altavista. They can score quick. They don't necessarily have to go on long drives either, and you see it right there. 63-yarder for Marquise Adams, the tailback. He's a senior. He's had a very good year, though. 10 touchdowns, now 11 after that one. Onside kick try here from William Campbell. That ball is still loose. A couple of Generals had their hands on it, but William Campbell is not going to end up with it. Altavista will retain possession here. Boy, that thing was bouncing around. It was finally Devontae Clark, number 23, who recovered it. But the Generals had as much of a chance at getting that ball as Altavista did.
Yeah, they did. Ashton Robinson was right beside the ball, and he kind of just followed it along. I think he was waiting for one of the hands players to get up into it. But right. It almost played. That was a very well-executed onside kick, and William Campbell had 2 opportunities to get it. Colonels are lucky to have the ball here.
Yeah. Great timing there on the call by Coach Greg Mullins, and they almost got it back. It was very well executed, but Altavista does come away with it, and they're fortunate that they did. Thornhill's got a running back right behind him. He'll put Andrews in motion to the right. He's going to go to the right. Option play now. The pitch was to Brown, but that ball's on the ground. William Campbell signaling that they have it. Nothing from the officials yet. Big pile down there. Let's wait and see. Brown may have gotten it back for Altavista. No, it's Altavista's going to keep it. Okay, second down for the Colonels, and Brown may have had to rip that one away from a William Campbell player under the pile there to get that one back.
Looked like Destin had originally jumped on it, but William Campbell immediately was signaling it was their ball.
Man, 2nd and 11. Altavista's gotten 2 breaks on the last couple plays, getting the onside kick back that William Campbell tried, and then almost the fumble there. Thornhill wants to pass on 2nd and long. He's got some time. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, and he'll go down on the sack. He's dropped at the 30-yard line. This will be a loss of 9 yards, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long, Oscar. Good pursuit and pass rush from the Generals.
Yeah, it looks like Colonel's a little bit out of sync on this drive. The first play was the mishandled pitch, and then Juan had, it looked like to us from the press box that he had a player out here about 8 yards downfield that was open, and one a little bit longer. Didn't have the time to throw it reverse field, and when he got over on the far side of the field, too many William Campbell players there.
It's crazy how the momentum swings. It seems like the Generals have it all now. When they were down 14-0, it was all Altavista. 3rd and long. Let's see what the Colonels can come up with. They're going to toss it out to Daquan Myers. Myers has got 10. He's closing in on the first down marker, and he's got it. Across the 50, he may even score. He's across the 30 now. Cuts it back at the 20-yard line. Spin move, dragged down at the 12. What an outstanding run from Daquan Myers. Long run right there. He had intentions to get in the end zone, but the Generals finally ran him down at the 12-yard line. And there's that momentum bouncing back and forth again.
Well, and I'm going to give a heads up to Michi Malbeck. Michi was doing the blocking out on the edge. The defender turned, and as soon as he turned, Michi actually disengaged from him. Made no difference at that point to the play, but it kept us from getting a penalty on the hold. And great job by Michi on that outside blocking.
Great running by Daquan Myers. Great blocking, like you said. Malbeck especially. Malbeck is in the right slot there. Destin Brown now in the backfield right behind Juan Thornhill. Thornhill directing traffic before the play. Here's the snap. Hands it up the gut to Destin Brown. Last play of the first quarter, maybe a touchdown. Looks like he stopped short. Brown almost got there. They're going to mark him on about the 3-yard line, which is enough for a first down, not enough for a touchdown. First quarter comes to a close. Altavista is going to have first and goal when we start the second quarter. They lead 14-6. Timeout here on 105.5 WKDE. Heard of Moose? The Altavista Moose Family Center proudly supports Altavista High School athletics. Moose International is a family-centered, community service-based organization that has been serving the Altavista area since 1952. The Moose Family Center on Lynch Mill Road in Altavista wants to wish the Colonel football team good luck in the playoffs. Give the Moose Family Center a call at 369-6945 today to see how they're bringing together the Altavista community. Moose, a family fraternity.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Altavista leading 14-6 on KD Country. Momentum's been back and forth all game, Oscar. It looked like Altavista was having their way with things when they went up 14-0 after the trick play. Campbell answers. Campbell's defense was looking good there for a while. Then Daquan Myers busts that long run. And now it seems like Altavista's going to take charge again, but we'll see. General's defense might have a say in that too.
Yeah, we've had several on plays. Juan Thornhill with a 29-yarder in the first quarter, the 35-yard touchdown pass from Michi, and then that 57-yarder by Daquan.
It's going to be first and goal from about the 2.5-yard line. You would think Altavista would be able to get in from here, but you never know. You can't take anything for granted, and the Colonels have put the ball on the turf a few times there in the first quarter. Well, once on the one that Destin Brown got back, and then they almost lost possession on the onside kick try from William Campbell. Destin Brown is stationed to Thornhill's right. Here comes a shotgun snap to Thornhill. He hands it to Destin Brown. Touchdown, number 7. Destin Brown is in the end zone for 6. And the Colonels pull ahead 20-6. Extra point on the way from Walker Allen. They made that one look easy, Oscar.
Yeah, they did. Nice drive by the Colonels on that, and it started off. They had, again, those two mishandled plays early in the drive, and then after Daquan busted, nice drive by the Colonels.
Yeah, very good response by Altavista. Thornhill is on to hold. Snap is perfect. Thornhill gets it down. Kick looks to be perfect as well. It is. 21-6 is the score now after the quick strike there from Destin Brown from 2.5 yards out. We'll take a timeout. Colonels ahead here with the entire second quarter to play on 105.5 KD Country.
English Construction Company has been in the building business since 1932, so it's only natural that they appreciate the building process. They recognize the fact that organized sports programs build character as well as bodies and minds. They know that high school sports build our youth into more well-rounded and more productive adults. English Construction Company is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports and salute all athletes, coaches, and teachers. A word of praise and encouragement from English Construction Company with offices in Lynchburg, Virginia.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Quick stats, Kyle, from the first quarter. Colonels with 116 yards on the ground, 39 through the air for a total of 155 yards. William Campbell, 68 yards on the ground, 65 of that on that one run. So the Colonels had done a good job holding them in check until that run by Adams.
Yeah, William Campbell's defense had some moments there where they looked like they were going to shut the Colonels down, but a couple big plays. Altavista was off to the races. Daquan Myers had the really long one. Destin Brown takes it in from 2 yards out. 21-6, Altavista leads. Can't forget about the long run that Marcus Adams had for the Generals. He's got their touchdown. Thornhill has one for Altavista. Maul back on the pass play to East was the other one. And Walker Allen has made all 3 kicks. He'll try the kickoff again. So we're almost set to go here. Kick is away. This one's long and a line drive. It will get fielded on the 10-yard line. Turn man's going to take it up the middle. Now right side. Shakes off one tackler, but he's going in the wrong direction. Colonels are there to swarm on him.
Defensive play.
And he will get brought down just behind the 15-yard line. They'll spot this on the 14-yard line. Not good starting field position for the Generals.
No, he had a hole up the middle and tried to bounce it outside. And when he did, there were too many Colonels there, tried to reverse the field, and he was in trouble then.
We mentioned tackling, and there's been a lot of that for Altavista. A lot of gang tackling. 2 and 3 and 4 defenders in on each stop, it seems like, and the kickoffs have been no exception.
The one exception, I would say, would be on the Adams run where they had him pinned on the sideline and had 3 or 4 opportunities to bring him down.
Yep. Lockett's going to keep it himself, going straight up the gut. He's hit hard at the 18-yard line, falls across the 20-yard line, hit by Jacob Hawkins for Altavista. This goes as a pickup of 7. Ball is just beyond the 20-yard line, and it'll bring up 2nd and a long 3 for William Campbell. 11 and a half minutes to go.
And Kyle, I think if the Generals are patient here and do some power running and get a sustained drive, I think they might be okay.
Passing play now that you say that. Lockett's got it complete on the outside. Believe that's Slayton out there. He'll get dragged down. Timron Brown will get credit for the stop. That was Rashawn Lee on the reception. Good throw from Lockett, and it will be a first down for the Generals.
William Campbell first down.
Nicely designed play. Nice throw by Lockett. First passing play completion for William Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell's tried a couple pass plays. Thornhill had that one breakup on their first drive.
And the blocked extra point with his helmet.
Blocked the extra point with the helmet. Not something you see every day. But it was a good play nonetheless. Running play now from William Campbell. They've given it to Adams. Adams shakes off one tackler, cuts it back. He's still on his feet, somehow hard to bring down. He did a lot of running, but it's going to end up as a loss of 1 when he is finally pulled down by, again, a host of Colonel defenders. Bunch of guys in on it.
Boy, Juan got a great read, great jump on that. Got into the backfield, had him for about 6-yard loss. Nice job by Adams making a little slick move to get away from him because Juan couldn't arm tackle him.
Yeah, they give him a good spot and say he didn't lose anything. Just call it a no gain. 2nd and 10 now. 2 backs in the backfield. Lockett fakes it to one of them, keeps it himself, going right side. He had Darius Johnson draped all over him, and Darius will finally bring him down. Took a little extra effort, but Darius wrestled him to the ground. And for no gain there again. So it brings up 3rd and 10. 9:53 remaining in the half, Oscar. See what William Campbell wants to try here.
21-6. Colonels continue to lead.
Defense.
Yeah, Colonel's up 21-6. If Lockett or Adams could get a little bit of blocking, they could pick this up. They want to throw for it, though. Good pass play here, looking for Slayton. Slayton got knocked down. No flags, though. Good defense from the Altavista Colonels. East was there in the coverage. Maulback was there as well. And they say nothing illegal about the defense there. Slayton must have fallen down on his own. The pass was a little overthrown, too. I don't know even if he stays up if he gets to it.
Well, it was. And, again, a great job by East on getting position, reading where the ball was going, got in front or stayed actually behind the receiver. Could have been a little bit of impeding his route, but he's got the option of going for the ball like that, so obviously not a penalty.
Yep. Punt formation now for the Generals on 4th and 10. Last snap wasn't very good. This one's a lot better. Kick is away. This kick is pretty good. Malback is there to field it. He fields it in the air. He's got some room to run and some blockers. Good one by East. Malback is looking for the right sideline. Man on his jersey now. He'll cut it back to the left. A flag is already out. Malback's got a convoy of defenders. He's still on his feet. He's got it all the way down to the 30-yard line. Great return, but that flag came out about 15 seconds prior to this. We're all assuming that this is on Altavista, either a block in the back or a hold. Yeah, and that was in the vicinity. I was watching the play, and Juan Thornhill was over there, and Juan immediately threw up his hands. He knew he had done it. Yeah. Well, give Michi a lot of credit for a nice return. Great effort there, trying to make something out of that. But penalty will back Altavista up. They picked the flag up on about the 42, so it's going to back them up even further than that after the penalty. It is a first down for the Colonels.
And I'm going to tell you, that was the second best pass we've seen tonight was from the back judge who threw the flag about 22 yards.
Well, I've always said that Thornhill might be the second best passer on Altavista's team behind the center, Casey McLeese, because he makes a great pass to Thornhill every time in that shotgun formation. I know it's only a 5-yarder, but he's usually got a block afterwards, too. There is the shotgun snap to Thornhill. He gives it to Myers. Myers falling ahead. Another flag comes out. This one another nice toss from the official. He stopped for a gain of about 3 or 4, but I have a feeling that it's not going to matter after they back the Colonels up again. And it is a hold on Altavista. So this will back the Colonels up. Let's see where the penalty was committed. It could be as much as 1st and 20 after this. 9:05 remaining in the first half. Colonels lead 21-6. Kyle Haney, Oscar Briggs. Second round of the VHSL Division I playoffs. Eastern section. That's a lot of information to keep track of. William Campbell versus Altavista is the important part of that. And it is about a 1st and 20, Oscar.
And the Eastern Division, they'll get down to 2 teams, right, Kyle? And then they'll 2 in the West, and then they'll cross.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be too, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Play action here, excuse me. Misdirection play. They give it to Malback. Thornhill went left. Malback was coming around. Good run by Malback. Picks up a decent chunk of that yardage they lost on the penalty. Gets it close to the original line of scrimmage. Call this 2nd and 12 now.
Gain of 7 for Michi on that play.
Yeah, it was a good run, and again, a little bit of a misdirection play. Malback was out there to the left. Thornhill took off to his left like he was going to run it, then handing it to Malback. Good blocking and a good gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 12. Malback's going to go out there to the left again. Thornhill's got a back to his left. That's Daquan Myers. Thornhill will run that direction. Now he cuts it back up the middle, and he's got some room. First down and a lot more. He's in full stride down the right sideline. Let's see if they can catch him. Man on his back will drag him down at the 5-yard line. What a run from Juan Thornhill. Started left, cut it back, had some great blocking from Jacob East on the perimeter. And Thornhill, man, once he kicks it into 5th gear, he is hard to run down. Generals did it by the skin of their teeth, though.
Yeah, had a good angle on him. And again, great block by East on that play that allowed Juan to spring to the outside.
Thornhill met a little bit of contact when he cut it back by one of the linebackers. Other than that, he was untouched till they dragged him down. Great run from Juan Thornhill. 1st and goal now. Let's see if Thornhill calls his own number again and tries to get in the end zone. He's got to be a little bit winded. They'll give it to Daquan Myers. Myers hitting the backfield. He tried to make it back to the line of scrimmage. Could not. Dragged down for a loss of 1. This will bring up 2nd and goal.
Wasn't a real clean handoff, and Daquan wasn't able. He had to delay a little bit. Didn't have a full head of steam, and William Campbell responded. Nice tackle. 2 players there for William Campbell to make the stop.
Yeah, good penetration from the Generals there. They had Andrews in the backfield as well, blocking for him.
6:46, Kyle. Colonel's lead, 21-6.
If the Colonels could run this lead up to 28-6, Oscar, they would have to feel pretty good about their chances of winning this ball game. Winner of this one plays the winner of Franklin versus Covington. Franklin, the #1 seed. And stoppage on the field now. Looks like it's going to be a timeout. It is timeout, Colonels. Coach Sharness wants to talk things over. We will as well with a break. Colonels lead 21-6 on 105.5 KD Country.
Applebee's is the perfect place to gather before and after the game for great food and fun. Applebee's in Altavista is offering half-price appetizers after 9 p.m. every day. Stop in and celebrate. Applebee's proudly sponsors the Colonels. We know it takes hard work and dedication to achieve success. The same principles we use every day to serve our customers. Colonels, we're behind you every play of the game. And no matter the score, you're always a winner with us. See you tomorrow at Applebee's in Altavista.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
50 years of outstanding high school sports coverage on 105.5 KD Country. Altavista pretty close to outstanding so far here tonight, Oscar. 21-6. They've got a 2nd and goal on the way from about the 10-yard line. And Coach Sharness taking a timeout there, maybe just to give Juan Thornhill a break after that long run.
Yeah, Juan was had his hands on his thigh pads and was bent over for a couple of those plays. So,
well, and everybody else had to do some running on that as well. I'm sure they could all use a break. Play selection may be an issue there as well. Thornhill's got Andrews in motion. Again, he'll fake it to Myers. He's going to keep it himself, but he's not going to get far. In fact, he probably lost a yard, came down kind of funny on the stop. He bounces up, though. Good penetration again from William Campbell, and it'll bring up 3rd and goal. Colonel's really going in the wrong direction here.
Yeah, that was a 4-yard loss, and a little bit of gasp up here from the press box as Juan went down in an odd way. He sprung back up, good to go. Like you said, 3rd and goal from the 10. 5:58 in the second quarter. Colonel's lead, 21-6.
Give Greg Mullins and his D a lot of credit. They've really tightened up here near the goal line, particularly on these last 2 plays. Thornhill looks like he might want to go under center. They got a bunch of receivers to the left. They fake the option. Thornhill's going left. Not going to get a lot, but he got it back to the middle of the field, and maybe that was their intention. Set up the field goal try from Walker Allen, who is trotting out now, Oscar.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Kyle. That looked like that was a little bit of a possibly an option play, and
field goal attempt.
But once he saw he wasn't being able to get any further, he did put down in the middle of the field.
Yeah, Thornhill fakes the dive to Myers, going right up the gut, and then he keeps it himself off left tackle. And I'm sure, you know, Coach Sharness doesn't mind if Juan Thornhill breaks a tackle and gets into the end zone there. But nothing wrong with getting in the middle of the field for this field goal try on the way. Snap a little high. Thornhill got it to the block, and I believe it's wide left. It is no good. So Allen misses the field goal.
No good.
And that will give the possession of the football over to William Campbell. Good defensive stop from the Generals there to get out of the long run from Thornhill without giving up any points.
Absolutely right. Excuse me. Juan had the ball down to the 5-yard line and 1st and goal, and William Campbell's defense bowed up and responded. That could be a key play here in the second quarter for William Campbell.
It really could be. Generals might be able to look back at that and say that was the turning point. We'll see. I don't think you can fault Coach Sharness for the play call on 3rd down. Walker Allen has been very good. The field goal wasn't a long one. It was about a 30-yarder. And he just missed it wide left. Again, I think you got to give all the credit to William Campbell's defense. Their offense is out there now. They hand it off to Adams, who followed a man in motion. Adams has got a 1st down a little bit more. Hawkins tried to bring him down and couldn't. A host of Colonels finally do. But it's a long gain. That's actually Tevin Easley. It's a 30-yard pickup. Gets it all the way to the 45-yard line. Timron Brown finally in there on the stop, along with some other guys, too.
Yeah, nice run. The fake was initially to Adams, and then he handed the ball to Easley. First time we've seen him carry the ball tonight. Pick up a 25. 1st down, William Campbell. 4:38 remaining here in the second quarter.
Altavista's got a lot of sophomores. William Campbell's got a lot of seniors. Easley is one of them. So are Adams and Lockett. Lockett's going to keep it himself this time. He's behind a pulling guard. He's got a big pickup across the first down marker. Shook off one defender, shook off another. He's still on his feet. Run out of bounds. After a fantastic run, he gets it all the way to the 30-yard line. So a big pickup there of 25 yards. And William Campbell is rattling off chunks of yardage now, Oscar.
Yeah, nice run again by William Campbell. Another first down. Responding to that defensive stand that they had there, quickly driving the ball downfield.
Well, this is a momentum-oriented game, and it has been swinging back and forth all night. Generals are slow getting up to the line of scrimmage, and that's because there was a flag on the play, and they're backing up. This is going to go against William Campbell. They don't look particularly happy. Colonels are probably grateful for the break here. It was a hold. It looks like it was down the field a little bit, though, because they bring it to the 45-yard line. It wasn't all the way back where the play started. It wasn't, at the line of scrimmage or anything. That's a real killer when that happens. As it is, they still got a first down. They'll start from the Altavista 45-yard line. Far hash mark. Generals have put together a couple good plays here to follow up that defensive stop. Two receivers to each side for Lockett. He's going to put a guy in motion. That's Adams. They'll hand it to Easley again. Easley follows Adams. He turns it up the right sideline. Hit hard after a gain of 5, and he's brought down on that right sideline there, close to the William Campbell bench.
And they are going to mark that at a
gain of 6.
39. We said gain of 6. Kyle and William Campbell with a very nice drive going here.
Absolutely. Let's see what the Altavista defense can do. Maybe they can get the momentum back to the Colonels. Altavista does lead 21-6. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Subway halftime show on the way after this. Lockett wants the shotgun snap, and the flag comes out as the play is starting. So they'll blow this dead. And this may be against the Generals again. It is. False start on William Campbell.
And
false start against William Campbell.
That's their second penalty here in the last 3 plays, Kyle.
Yeah.
What was promising drive. They're still second and call it 9, but again, they've got to be careful. Clock now at right at 3 minutes.
Yeah, the clock is a little bit of an issue here. Getting close to halftime. I'm sure the Generals would love to score before halftime. Man in motion again. This snap is low and on the ground. Lockett's going to dive on it. Wise play there by him. 5 Colonels were just yards behind him as he falls on that football there. That's all he had anyway. Even if he tries to scoop it up, he's probably going to end up losing more yards. Good play.
Yeah, loss of 14 on that play. That's killer.
Well, I mentioned McLeese might be the best passer on the team for Altavista. You cannot take that shotgun snap for granted. That is just not an easy thing to do. I know it's only 5 yards, but it's a no-look pass, and you got to block a guy as you're doing it. Here's a shotgun snap. William Campbell wants to throw. Slant. It's picked off. Interception there by number 6, Demetrius Johnson. He'll get dragged down at the 50-yard line. Big turnover for Altavista. I mentioned maybe the defense could swing the momentum back to the Colonels, Oscar. They did right there.
And, I don't think Lockett ever saw Johnson sitting in that pocket. He was sitting there, and he hit him right in the numbers as the player broke behind Demetrius.
Great defensive stand right there. Give Mike Revis, defensive coordinator, a lot of credit because normally Demetrius Johnson blitzes on those passing situations. That time they dropped him into coverage. It pays off with the interception. Altavista will take over beyond the 50-yard line. Handoff goes to Destin Brown. Brown hits the hole hard. Hit at about the 41-yard line. Falls forward for a few extra yards after contact. He's close to the first down marker. Spot looks like he's a little short. He'll bring up second and about a yard. Under 2 minutes to go now in the half. Altavista wants to work quick. Thornhill looking to pass, looking left side. Now he'll step up in the pocket. He's hit. He tried to lunge forward and get the first down. He's short. He did get it back to the line of scrimmage, however. Altavista signals they want a timeout, and we'll take it with them. Colonels lead 21-6, latter stages of the second quarter on 105.5 KD Country.
highly rated Altavista attorney, representing businesses and individuals. Aubrey Rosser, attorney at law. From criminal defense to estate planning, Aubrey and his capable staff work carefully to assess your legal situation and determine the strategy to best implement your objectives. Aubrey Rosser, attorney at law, a passionate professional, treating your legal challenges carefully and with integrity. Aubrey Rosser, attorney at law, located Main Street, Altavista. Online at aubreyRosserlaw.com.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Third down on the way for the Altavista Colonels. They'd love to score again before halftime, Oscar. They've got a legitimate chance to do so, but only a minute and 49 seconds to do it, and they got to pick up a first down here.
Yeah, and I failed to mention earlier, we know that Kofer's out for the Colonels on that offensive line. His replacement, Brumfield, came up lame on the last series. He's limping around on the sideline. His ankle's taped. He's still not out, so he's been replaced. So we're down to third position on that offensive line on that spot for the Colonels.
Yeah, Altavista's, really been fortunate. They've been able to maintain most of the same five guys up there on that O-line all year. Ashton Robinson was out for a game or two in there. Hard count from Thornhill. No flag out yet. It looked like somebody from William Campbell jumped. Thornhill will take it himself up the gut, and he's got some room. Breaks it outside. Now he's across the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Juan Thornhill ends up being able to walk into the end zone. It was much harder than that, but it looked easy at the finish for Juan Thornhill. His second rushing touchdown of the night, Oscar.
Yeah, it was, and Juan really exploded through the hole on that, really accelerated, and East was downfield. There was one player had an angle on him. Jacob positioned himself. Really not so much of a block, just kind of held him up a little bit. Great job by the Colonels responding, taking advantage of that turnover.
Yeah, East didn't have to flatten his guy, but it was enough interference there to give Juan Thornhill the angle to the sideline. That was all he needed. Allen on to try the extra point. This one looks like it's good. It is 28-6. Colonels lead, 40-yard touchdown from Juan Thornhill. Timeout on 105.5 KD Country.
Get ready for winter driving and get some extra spending money. Just drop by your local Michelin dealer from November 1st through the 24th, 2012, and buy any set of 4 new Michelin brand passenger or light truck tires and receive a $70 MasterCard reward card after rebate.
See the entire line of Michelin tires at Perkins Twin Tire and Auto Service, Main Street, Altavista.
Reward card issued by U.S. Bank pursuant to a license by MasterCard International Incorporated. Offer expires 11/24/12. Void where prohibited.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
28-6. Juan Thornhill hits the end zone for the second time tonight. 29th time of the year, Oscar. That's impressive. The guys on TV, commentators and coaches, they talk about that burst. Juan Thornhill showed it right there. I mean, when he turned it on, boy, he was just gone quickly.
Yeah, he did. 3 plays, 47 yards after the turnover, 39 seconds to do it. Colonels lead 28-6. And you mentioned the halftime show. We've got a special guest coming up tonight.
We do have a special guest, mystery guest. We're not going to reveal it just yet. You'll have to stay tuned to the Subway halftime show. Subway Eat Fresh. Subway halftime shows always exciting, but sometimes a little more exciting than others. Walker Allen setting the ball on the tee. Allen missed the field goal. William Campbell went on a nice drive there, but then they turn it over on the interception. Demetrius Johnson, got to give him some credit for starting that drive with the pick.
Exactly right, and kudos to the Colonels for stopping that drive. William Campbell kind of self-imploded on that with a couple of penalties and then the bad snap.
Yeah, bad snap, couple penalties, then the pick was what really did him in there. Line drive kick from Walker Allen. Not fielded cleanly, but it is picked up at the 15-yard line. Good coverage again from Altavista, but the return man got around it. He won't get around number 4, Jacob East, and number 1, Dimitri Malback, who finally get him out of bounds and down. East is staying down that sideline there. He was in on the tackle with Malback. Hopefully he just came down funny. Not the guy you want to lose for Altavista. You don't want to lose anybody, but East is such an integral player for them.
I think when he was holding
still Still down on the sideline there. We'll keep it here for a moment. Minute 32 remains in the half. William Campbell could certainly go on a quick scoring drive here. They've got that in them. Altavista's defense, Oscar, you got to believe, is going to be prepared for the long passing play here, though, but we'll see what happens.
He's got his shorts on.
Well, that's right. And, again, 132 remaining in the half.
Yeah, Colonel's lead 28-6. Injury taking a little while now, so we'll take a timeout with them. Colonel's on top here, 28-6 on 105.5 KD Country.
English is so much more. English is more than a hardware store. English is your complete home center. Everything for every job you do. Always here for you. Get the quality of English is so much more. English is more than a hardware store. English is your complete home center.
On North Main Street, Altavista open Saturday 8 to 4.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Minute 32. Altavista on top, 28-6. William Campbell will get the football on the left hash mark here right at the 30-yard line, but we're still taking some time on the injury here with Jacob East. William Campbell's broken their huddle, but East is up now. He's still just standing on that sideline, but I think we're ready to play.
Boy, our special guest is up in the box, and doesn't he create a buzz everywhere he goes?
He does. He does. Special guest, mystery guest. Can we reveal it yet? I don't know. Let's just keep.
Let's just say he was recently a candidate for the Lakers coaching position. But
oh, well, I don't see why he turned that one down. Two wide receivers to each side for William Campbell. They put a man in motion. Lockett wants to pass. Rolling out, deep ball on the way. Thornhill is there, and Juan Thornhill knocks it away. They were looking for Rashawn Lee. Great coverage again from Juan Thornhill. Just great timing and getting the hands in there to knock it away.
And that was a heck of a pass by Lockett, too. That thing was on a line, perfect spiral, right there at the receiver, but just you're not going to get it over Juan Thornhill with that wingspan that he's got.
Yeah, and again, with the time situation, minute and a half to go in the half, Thornhill is expecting the pass a little bit more than usual, so that helps. He's got about a 10-yard cushion on Rashawn Lee over there.
And William Campbell's got to be careful that they don't have a 3-and-out here in pass plays and not burn any clock.
That's very true. They're going to get another flag. They were not all on the same snap count there. Right side of the offensive line went. Left side stayed home. So that's a penalty, illegal procedure there on the motion. And it'll bring up 2nd and 15. And you're absolutely right, Oscar. I mean, if you throw the ball 3 times, 3 incomplete passes, you're only going to run off about 15 or 20 seconds. And that's the last thing you want to do is give Altavista some field position here.
And I think Colonels have 1 timeout.
Believe you're right. William Campbell, 2nd and 15. 3 wide receivers to the right. Running back is to Lockett's left. Slayton is the lone receiver down here to the bottom. They'll fake the handoff, and Lockett will keep it himself. Decent gain. Got it back to about the 30-yard line, which was the original line of scrimmage. That continues the clock rolling. No timeout yet from Altavista. No timeout from William Campbell either, for that matter.
Patrick on the tackle.
I got to believe that after this play that Coach Sharness will use a timeout then.
Yeah, you would think so. Well, unless William Campbell picks up the first down, of course. 3rd and 10. And let's see what William Campbell and Coach Greg Mullins have in mind here. They come into the game 4-7. They won last week at West Point in the first round of the playoffs. Handoff goes to the right side. That's easily not much there. Destin Brown in to clean him up along the right sideline. He may have gone out of bounds. Altavista might not even have to call the timeout.
No sign from the official yet.
It'll bring up 4th and 9. They give him about a yard. Clock continuing to run. 24 seconds now, down under 20. And it would appear that Coach Sharness is content just to go into halftime with a 28-6 lead. Can't really fault him there.
No, the Colonels get the ball first coming out of the half. So
yeah. 10 seconds now. William Campbell doesn't even have to snap it on 4th down. They initially went in the punt formation, but no need. Clock's going to run out. That's the end of the first half, and it was a good one for the Altavista Colonels. They lead 28-6. Subway halftime show on the way after this timeout on 105.5 KD Country.
I'm Todd Hall, president of First National Bank. For over 100 years, we have proudly served our customers in Central Virginia, and we're excited about continuing to provide financial solutions into the future. At First National Bank, our focus is on you, the customer, and delivering a very high level of service is our top priority. In fact, our employees are empowered to make decisions that provide you an extraordinary customer experience. So stop in one of our 8 local branches and give us a try. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
A short drive will save you money.
That's right. A short drive can save you hundreds, maybe thousands. The absolute best selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Have a trade? When you make a deal, Fellers Chevrolet will pay it off, no matter how much you owe. Slow credit? Don't worry. Drive away today in your new or pre-owned vehicle. Remember, if you didn't purchase your vehicle from Fellers Chevrolet, you paid too much for it.
Fellers Chevrolet in Altavista.
In the past century, our community has grown, and Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Service has grown too, alongside the families they've known for so long. Finch & Finch is proud to have served you over 100 years. A family business, Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Service, dedicated to your service.
Finch & Finch Funeral Homes. We're here because we care.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Subway halftime show. Subway Eat Fresh. Altavista leading 28-6 after one half of play, and it's playoff football season, but that also means it's basketball season. The special mystery guest is Mr. Mike Cardellaro, head coach of the Altavista Colonels basketball team. And, Coach, normally you get interviewed by Bob Alvis. You'll get enough of that during basketball season. We'll give you a break. And I guess the first question is, how's the first 2 weeks of practice?
It's gone okay. We have 11 out right now, and we've mixed in some younger guys that will eventually move down to the JV once we get the football guys out. And we're working on basic fundamentals, playing hard. Emphasizing the things we've done for many years, trying to play good defense. We scrimmaged at Amherst last night and battled against them. Got some good things out of it. Certainly a baseline to find out what we need to work on, and all in all, we're about where we thought we would be.
Right, and I think any coach will tell you early in the season it's more about the process than the product. Obviously, you've got guys on the football team. I'm sure it helps that they're great athletes. It's easy for great athletes. We saw that last year with Rick Adams. His first year playing basketball. But when you're so athletic and when you have the instincts of those guys, it seems like they can just jump right in there without missing a beat. Not without missing a beat, but they've got a better chance at it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they're special players. There's no doubt about that. And once they get in the gym, it takes a few days.
Right.
A couple of years ago, it actually took us. It felt like till maybe January before we got going.
Right.
But they're very good athletes. They play 2-3 sports, and they make that adjustment. And they get out, and eventually they get going and playing.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that Bob has talked about with you before, I know, is the difference between basketball and football shape. It's not that they're out of shape, but it's a different kind of sport. Football, you run a play, you run for 5-10 seconds, and then you get a break after every play. Basketball is not like that. It's not that there's no breaks, but it's a little bit different as far as that goes.
Yeah, it really is. And you don't have the pads on, so you got to get used to having the helmet and the pads off and the extra weight. And for us, too, we're going to play a little more up-tempo. I think people are going to be a little surprised at what we're doing with the group that we're going to have eventually. And it takes some time to switch over. And, sometimes in basketball you can go up and down 2 or 3 times before you actually get a chance to catch your breath and get a whistle. So we've been really emphasizing conditioning right now with the guys that are in there. And I think they might be looking forward to getting a few more numbers in the gym because they can't get in the back of the line in a drill. They've got to be up in the front just about every time a whistle blows.
Right. Well, you mentioned maybe surprising some people with some different things. I'm sure you're not going to reveal all your surprises on the radio here, but I would think that you've got to feel pretty good about the upcoming season just because you have a lot of those guys back. You lose some people, but you certainly have a lot of minutes coming back from last year.
Yeah, we do. You know, we were mixing a few seniors in last year that did a really good job for us with some younger guys, and you know, Juan and Demetrius, I think, started every game for us last year as ninth graders, and we do have minutes coming back. You know, the beauty of the game is developing chemistry, and
right.
You know, that's going to be the big point there. You know, and last year for us, hey, we finished third in the regular season, you know, which was you know, certainly respectable. We had some ups and downs for sure, and you know, the little losing streak we had at the end, it was tough for us. But hey, these guys learned a lot. You know, we had good camps this summer. I thought we played pretty well. We only lost 2 games from spring and summer out of about 25 games. So
yeah,
you know, hopefully the youth will translate into a little bit more wisdom and experience. But yet they're still just sophomores. You know,
right.
That's kind of the scary thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Oscar and I talk about doing the football games. There's so many sophomores out there, so many young guys, and they play so well for stretches, and then sometimes you'll see some uncharacteristic youthful type things, and you have to remember, well, they're still just sophomores. Even though this guy's got 1 billion yards or whatever, they're still young, and it's the same way in any sport, particularly basketball. I don't know. Do I dare bring up the Philadelphia Phillies at all, or?
Well, that's probably better than the Eagles.
Good point.
The Phillies probably need to make a couple of moves there and get a high-priced outfielder.
Right.
Help the back end of that bullpen a little bit and make sure that their first and second baseman can stay healthy, and they might have a year or 2 left in them, but they're actually on the downside of that run.
Yeah.
You know, with the guys that they have, and I think the window's kind of closed on them, but they might bounce back next year. The Nationals are very talented, very young.
Yeah.
And the Braves have a very, very good team too. So I'm hoping they may have a year left in them.
Yeah, well, they'll finish higher than the Marlins, that's for sure, if Miami still has a team next year. Anyway, well, Coach, it was fun, and we look forward to basketball season, of course, all those games live on 105.5 KD Country all the way through, and I think everybody's expecting big things. Not to put any pressure on you. You put more pressure on yourself than anybody, but we appreciate having you, and we're all looking forward to it. I know that.
Great. We are, too. Thanks, Kyle.
All right. We'll take a time out here on the Subway halftime show with our special guest, Coach Cartolera. We'll let Oscar come back eventually after a little time in purgatory. Colonel's up 28-6 here on 105.5 KD Country.
Enjoy daily lunch specials priced under $4 at El Cazador Restaurant, the people that first brought Mexican food to the area. Open all afternoon Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. Come by for Mexican or American food, all reasonably priced with drink specials and great service too. Voted Best Mexican Restaurant, El Cazador Mexican Restaurant, Main Street in Altavista. El Cazador Mexican Restaurant thanks you for your loyalty and your business, and congratulates the Colonels on their winning season.
This summer's fire at Stanton River Medical Center hasn't stopped Rehab Associates from helping our Altavista area patients. I'm Dr. Kyle Walling, Clinical Director of Rehab Associates Hurt Office, and I'm pleased to report that we're setting up a temporary location at Altavista, inside Virginia Technical Institute, 201 Ogden Road. Whether you're already our patient or need help recovering from surgery or injury, rest assured we're here for you. And remember, you do not need a doctor's referral to see us. Call Rehab Associates at 324-9750, online at racva.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you.
Life happens. Divorce, family problems, criminal charges, civil litigation, or personal injury cases. Turn to David W. Shreve, an experienced attorney at law. David W. Shreve has been practicing law for 30-plus years. For free consultation for personal injury cases, call 369-6621. 369-6621. David W. Shreve congratulates the Colonels football team on making the playoffs. Go Colonels! David W. Shreve, located 7th Street in Altavista. You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Subway halftime show. Subway Eat Fresh. Subway caters, of course. Call Robert. Down there at the Subways in Altavista. 2 great locations to serve you. Main Street and also in the Walmart on Clarion Road in Altavista. Get that big sub. Get the party tray. And Oscar's eating some cookies right now. So you know it's good stuff from Subway. Good stuff so far here in the first half. Oscar, Colonels lead 21-6. But again, a like all those other William Campbell games, it was really close for a while, and the momentum was back and forth. Each team had their hands on it. And, I know they're down 3 scores, but William Campbell is not out of this. That being said, they're going to have to play pretty doggone good to erase a 3-score deficit.
Yeah, 28-6, and like you said, it's that's going to be difficult to overcome. They've proven that they can move the ball.
Yeah.
Have just shot themselves in the foot on a couple occasions and hadn't been able to get the ball into the end zone. Some stats from the first half: the Colonels 227 yards on the ground. 39 through the air for a total of 266 yards. And William Campbell, 118 on the ground, again, proving that they can move the ball. And the Colonels, they've had 10 on the air, a total of 128. 2 turnovers for William Campbell have hurt as much as anything.
Yeah, the turnovers really have. And I think, give Coach Revis and that defense for Altavista some credit. Maybe the game plan is, hey, make them earn their way down the field. Eventually, William Campbell will turn the ball over, have some penalties, make some mistakes. We saw the bad snap, not a turnover, but it's a loss of 14, 15 yards. So maybe that was the game plan. Just box them up, make them earn their way down the field. Hey, we know they might bust out for 1 or 2 long runs, but if we can minimize those, then we should be okay. So far, that's worked.
Well, and that 14-yard loss on the snap forced them into a passing situation, which led to the turnover, which again led to the touchdown.
Yep, that's exactly right. If you can make a team one-sided, that really helps. And Altavista has done a lot of that so far here tonight. Another timeout here, then back with one last segment on the Subway halftime show. Colonels lead William Campbell 28-6. On 105.5 KD Country.
The holidays are coming up. Get prepared for all that seasonal hustle and bustle. And what about your house guests? Will you have enough towels, bathrooms, and bedrooms for your visiting family and friends? Let the Comfort Inn in Altavista help you with holiday accommodations. Clean, comfortable rooms, and guests will be treated to a free hot breakfast and free Wi-Fi. Holiday hospitality, just like home, from the Comfort Inn, Main Street in Altavista.
Heard of Moose? The Altavista Moose Family Center proudly supports Altavista High School athletics. Moose International is a family-centered, community service-based organization that has been serving the Altavista area since 1952. The Moose Family Center on Lynch Mill Road in Altavista wants to wish the Colonel football team good luck in the playoffs. Give the Moose Family Center a call at 369-6945 today to see how they're bringing together the Altavista community. Moose, a family fraternity.
Chef's Drive-In is a proud supporter of Altavista High School athletics. And after a great game, stop by Chef's Drive-In at 1101 Main Street in Altavista for the best food around. Next time you're hungry when there's no other place to go, give Chef's Drive-In a try. When it comes to ham biscuit, hamburgers, hot dogs, or fries, Chef's Drive-In can't be beat. And if you want the best hot dog and yummy milkshakes in town, you've got to give Chef's a try. Chef's Drive-In, Main Street, Altavista, across from CVS.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Subway halftime show. Colonels lead 28-6. Oscar, we had Coach Cardellaro on there. Great stuff from him. I don't know if you were in here, but I asked him if I should bring up the Phillies. He said, well, I'd rather you bring that up than the Eagles. So Coach Cardellaro is a big Philadelphia fan, both of those two teams, but not having the kind of years that I think he would have liked anyway. Not over yet for the Eagles, but certainly doesn't look good up there anyway.
No, and Beck out with a head injury this coming weekend against the Redskins.
Yeah. So I guess you're making a prediction there by not saying anything, or just by saying that anyway. Other games going on that we have scores from. Covington was up 10-7 on Franklin. The winner of that has to play the winner of this game here tonight. If Franklin wins, Altavista or William Campbell would have to go to Franklin. If Covington wins, they would come here to play Altavista, or William Campbell would have to go to Covington. That's how that works. Covington is the higher seed. William Campbell the 12 seed. Altavista the 4. Franklin is the number 1 seed. in there. Sussex Central also in that eastern section. We've seen them in the playoffs a lot. Central Lunenburg, who played William Campbell earlier this year. Generals lose that one 2013, I believe. Everybody talking about how good of a team Central Lunenburg has. I think they went undefeated against Dogwood District teams. I think they were like 4-0 or something against Dogwood District teams.
That's correct.
But anyway, this one here is still not over. 28-6. Altavista leads. I don't know if William Campbell should just completely abandon the running game and go to the air nonstop, Oscar, but they do have to score quickly and score often.
Well, and I don't think they can, given the way that Altavista has defended the pass.
Yeah.
I don't think they can totally abandon the run. In fact, I still think that they've got to find ways, maybe be a little bit more creative in their running game. But to get the ball, we know that Lockett can run the ball, and Marcus Adams has been strong tonight. So,
well, Adams had the 63-yard touchdown, so it's not like you can't score on the ground quickly, too. I think people forget about that sometimes. They think, hey, we've got to score quick, so we've got to throw the ball. Well, a 63-yard running play doesn't take very long either. It only takes about 10 seconds or so. I don't know. How fast can you run 63 yards in? Take you a little bit longer.
I'll have to have a calendar, but
or a caddy at least.
Yeah. But you're absolutely right. On that particular play, it took him 13 seconds from clock start to clock stop on that play.
Right.
So you're not going to get much quicker than that, even if you do go through the air.
Yeah, Bob Alvis is a little bit of a runner. I think they, when he ran the 10-miler, they actually used a sundial to time him. But it takes a while to run 10 miles. I just don't know why they couldn't find anything digital to clock him with. Altavista, again, up 28-6 here. Subway halftime show, Subway Eat Fresh, two great locations, Main Street in Altavista, or the Clarion Road Walmart in Altavista. And the Spicy Italian, $5 footlong of the month for November. Got to get in there and check that out. We're going to take another quick timeout and be back with second half action here on 105.5 KD Country.
English Construction Company has been in the building business since 1932, so it's only natural that they appreciate the building process. They recognize the fact that organized sports programs build character as well as bodies and minds. They know that high school sports build our youth into more well-rounded and more productive adults. English Construction Company is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports and salute all athletes, coaches, and teachers. A word of praise and encouragement from English Construction Company with offices in Lynchburg, Virginia.
Applebee's is the perfect place to gather before and after the game for great food and fun. Applebee's in Altavista is offering half-price appetizers after 9 p.m. every day. Stop in and celebrate. Applebee's proudly sponsors the Colonels. We know it takes hard work and dedication to achieve success. The same principles we use every day to serve our customers. Colonels, we're behind you every play of the game. And no matter the score, you're always a winner with us. See you tomorrow at Applebee's in Altavista.
Highly rated Altavista attorney, representing businesses and individuals, Aubrey Rosser, attorney at law. From criminal defense to estate planning, Aubrey and his capable staff work carefully to assess your legal situation and determine the strategy to best implement your objectives. Aubrey Rosser, attorney at law, a passionate professional, treating your legal challenges carefully and with integrity. Aubrey Rosser, attorney at law, located Main Street, Altavista. Online at AubreyRosserLaw.com.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
That was old. Halftime wrapping up here from Altavista. Colonels lead 28-6. New score from Franklin. They're up 28-10 over Covington. Two Campbell County teams locking up here. In this one, William Campbell and Altavista. Another Campbell County team, the Brookville Bees, was up 26-0 at halftime over Northside. So Bees continue to roll. I think they've got like the second or third longest winning streak in the state now, Oscar. They are the defending state champions from Division III last year.
Yeah, that's right. And just a quick update, Jacob East, they did end up taking him for a ride in the ambulance. He was alert, mobile, on his own movement, so probably just precautionary, getting more and more conservative with the head injuries, and it's the right thing to do. So,
yeah, absolutely. We won't see East again in this game, but hopefully he's okay. And should the Colonels hold on to this lead, hopefully he can be back next week, which from the looks of it may be down in Franklin, eastern part of the state. We've been down there before with William Campbell. William Campbell, both times we've gone down there to broadcast their games, have lost twice. So if you're into that history there, that's not a good sign. But again, that was years ago. This is a new year. Altavista will receive the second half kickoff from William Campbell.
And you got to watch for the onside here.
You certainly do. Generals have got it teed up. They tried one onside kick already in this game and almost got it back. They try a squib here again, and Altavista's got a fall on it. Timron, that's not Timron Brown. That's somebody else over there on the far sideline. Colonels recover, though. And I think it was, I don't know who it was. It may have been Darius Johnson. He was around there. Oh, okay, it was not. Anyway, maybe it was Devontae Clark.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Either way, Altavista is going to take over after the onside / squib kick attempt there from William Campbell. Colonels will go from the shotgun. Andrews is in and a tight end there on the right side. They actually get two tight ends, two receivers. They hand it to Destin Brown. Brown's bottled up in the backfield. He's going to drive the legs and try and get it back to the line of scrimmage. Finally dragged down for a loss of about 1. Stopped on about the 35-yard line. First play of the second half for the Colonels. They lead 28-6.
Second down out the
And William Campbell has been in a couple of different defenses, stacking 7 up in the box.
They've been successful at times, Oscar. I mean, we've seen William Campbell in Altavista's backfield a bunch. So much so, sometimes it's hard to imagine, that Altavista's got 28 points in this one, but they do. Colonels have been opportunistic. They've taken advantage of a lot of those opportunities. Shotgun now to Thornhill. He's going to throw. Slant looking for Demetrius Johnson. Falls incomplete. Johnson met some resistance out there at the 45-yard line. Couldn't bring it in.
A nice slant play, and ball might have been a little bit behind him. William Campbell has Rashawn Lee back playing safety, and he's 12 yards downfield. So there's some opportunities for the Colonels to get the ball downfield on pass.
Yeah, particularly on those underneath routes and those slant type of routes like they tried there. Just couldn't complete it. 3rd and 11. Thornhill's looking around, moving some players around. Here comes the shotgun snap. Option play. He pitches it to Destin Brown. Brown turns it up the field. Brown's got a head of steam. Bowls over one defender all the way to the 50-yard line. First down marker was at the 47. He picks that up. Fresh set of downs to work with for the Colonels. Good hard running from Destin Brown.
Yeah, and Destin really looks, his legs look really fresh tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did with him during practice this week, but again, he looks strong, fresh, and quick.
He's got that driving running style there where he gets those high knees going. And he's a guy that can get behind his pads, too, and really deliver a blow while he's carrying the football. He's in the backfield again with Juan Thornhill. He'll block for Juan this time. Thornhill's going to go right side. He's got a gain. He drives over a defender, running over that cornerback before he's finally brought down by Slayton and Lee. It'll go as a first down. Call it a pickup of 12. Hard running from Juan Thornhill there.
And you're right, back-to-back running plays of 14 and 13 yards. And the Colonels are in business here early in the third quarter.
Colonels seem to have found something in the ground game that's working out to their liking. William Martin on that right tackle there. Good block that time. Ashton Robinson is over there on the right side as well. Sometimes Robinson plays on that left side. They put Jones in motion. They handed to Destin Brown up the gut. He might be gone. 10-5 touchdown. Destin Brown, full head of steam. He went in virtually untouched. Once he gained about 5 yards, boy, there was no stopping him. The middle of that field was wide open.
And again, blazing speed. night and day from where he was 5 weeks ago.
Wow. Great running right there from Destin Brown. Big touchdown. That extends this lead 34-6. Altavista can make it 35 with the extra point here. Great stuff from Destin Brown, and what a hole to run through as well. Kick on the way from Walker Allen. This looks to be good. It is 35-6. Colonel's lead. They score after halftime. Things are going Altavista's way here on 105.5 KD Country.
Get ready for winter driving and get some extra spending money. Just drop by your local Michelin dealer from November 1st through the 24th, 2012, and buy any set of 4 new Michelin brand passenger or light truck tires and receive a $70 MasterCard reward card after rebate.
See the entire line of Michelin tires at Perkins Twin Tire and Auto Service, Main Street, Altavista.
Reward card issued by U.S. Bank pursuant to a license by MasterCard International Incorporated. Offer expires 11/24/12. Void where prohibited.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
9:57 remaining here in the third quarter. Destin Brown, long touchdown run, 37 yards out. That's his second of the night. His other one was a 2-yarder. Thornhill's got 2 rushing touchdowns as well. He's got a short one and a long one. Altavista really threatening to blow this thing open, Oscar.
5 plays, 63 yards, took 1 minute and 59 seconds. That's one of those typical Altavista drives that we've seen all year.
Yep.
Under 3 minutes, under 8 plays, 7 plays, and covering 60 to 80 yards.
Destin Brown, another one of those super sophomores. Another one of those guys that hopefully we can look forward to for seeing them years to come now. And boy, when you're watching somebody run like that, that's fun to watch. Nice hole up front as well, like we mentioned from the offensive line. Looked like he took it right behind the center, McLeese. He had plenty of room to operate with. Allen on to kick off now. Walker Allen has missed a field goal, but he's been perfect on the extra points. Line drive kickoff. It'll land on the 15-yard line and get fielded on the 12. Michi Malback is there to slow him down, and Timron Brown is there to clean him up. Wow. Malback grabbed him around the ankles, and he provided a stationary target for Timron Brown, who really lowered the boom and got some oomph into that one, Oscar.
Yeah, and we've seen Timron. He loves to fly around the ball. From about the middle of the season on, he's really gotten aggressive, and he laid the lumber on that one.
Yeah, that was a shot. Again, you don't want to be a stationary target for Timron Brown. And that's what happened there. Give credit to Malback for being the first man on the scene, getting a hold of those ankles. Shotgun formation, 4 receivers for Lockett. He'll throw, swings it out, got it complete. Hit hard. Timron Brown is there. Demetrius Johnson is there. Juan Thornhill is there. Eventually the whole team is there. And it'll go as a 1-yard gain for the William Campbell Generals.
Well, that pass out in a little, almost a wide receiver screen out to the wide receiver, it looked like he had some opportunity to pick up some positive yardage, but the Colonels closed on him quickly, keeping it, as we say here in Altavista, keeping it to a no gain.
Well, we'll let you say it. Yeah, great gang tackling team defense from Altavista. Lockett's going to look to his left this time. Got a man there, and it's picked off. Jones has got the interception for the Colonels. Canavis Jones came in there. Jacob East normally playing that cornerback spot. Jones is in there because of the injury, and he makes himself look very good with the interception. Great play by Canavis Jones. Wow, just to step in front, jumping up there, great hands. Gets the interception. Second interception of the game. Johnson had the other one. Jones has this one, and that's big.
Yeah, and Canavis has got, we alluded to it last week, he's got all kind of speed. He's not the biggest kid in the world, but we knew that if William Campbell got into a situation where they were going to have to start throwing the ball, that they didn't have much success in the first half, and lo and behold, here they are, and another interception for the Colonels.
Big-time play right there for the Colonels' defense. Let's see if the offense takes advantage again. Destin Brown in the backfield with Juan Thornhill. Thornhill confers on the play with Dimitri Malback, who is in the slot. And Altavista taking some time. Now Malback goes in motion. Thornhill spins around, hands it to Michi. Michi's got a convoy of blockers up the middle. It was an inside running play, even though Malbec is a receiver. And he's finally brought down after about a 7 or 8 yard gain. Good pickup from Malbec.
And Colonels are starting to run in some additional players. We're seeing Canavis Jones come in at running back some, and in that little slot position that they use Michi in.
Yeah.
And actually having Timron come in and run some offensive plays as well.
Yeah, good stuff. Matt Lane in now at right guard as well. I saw him. Don't know about the rest of the offensive line. We'll try and get a look as we go along. 2 receivers to each side for Thornhill. He's going to put Timron Brown in motion. They fake it to Timron. Thornhill takes it right up the gut. Now he wants to go outside. Good gain here. First down and more. They tried to tackle one Thornhill high. Never brought him down, but it was Rashawn Lee that ran him out of bounds for the Generals. And Altavista with another big pickup on the ground.
And it was Darius Johnson downfield blocking. Again, great job. Kept his hands inside the shoulder pads, drove his player, allowed Juan to pick up another 7 or 8 additional yards.
Yeah, and you see the confidence Juan Thornhill has in his receivers blocking, because he does that a lot where it will be a play that goes up the middle and then he'll take it outside just because those receivers are so good at blocking. Johnson was the one that did it that time. Thornhill's in the shotgun again. Got 3 wide receivers to his left. His running back is on his left. He'll go right up the middle this time. Good run here. Hard running, stacked up, now finally brought down. He got past the 20-yard line. So getting into the red zone here is Altavista. Good blocking up front again. They call that a 4-yard gain. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Altavista leading 35-6.
And it's been all Altavista here in the third quarter, 7:52, and William Campbell they've only run 2 plays.
Yeah. One of those was a pass play that only gained him about a half a yard. The other was a pass play that resulted in an interception. Altavista's got their offensive personnel set. Thornhill looks over the defense, taking his time. Now he's got a man in motion. That's Malbec. They give it to Michi Malbec, going to go outside. Now he cuts it up. Had a hole there, and then it was shut down by some good defense by the Generals. That's a loss of 1. And Malbec hops up on one leg, favoring his ankle or leg or something. He's trying to hobble off. It's an injury nonetheless, though, and it's not good. We'll take a timeout. 7:19 to play in the third quarter. Colonels up 35-6. Injury timeout here on 105.5 KD Country.
English is so much more. English is more than a hardware store. English is your complete home center. Everything for every job you do. Always here for you. Get the quality you really need. English is so much more. English is more than a hardware store. English is your complete home center.
On North Main Street, Altavista open Saturday 8 to 4.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
7:19 remains here in the third quarter from English Stadium in Altavista. Colonels lead 35-6. Injury timeout on the field right now. To recap, Altavista went up 14-0. Thornhill had a rushing touchdown. Michi Malbec then threw a pass to Jacob East on a trick play for a 35-yard touchdown. That's was one of the only trick plays we've seen this year from Altavista, if not the only trick play. Adams scored a 63-yarder for William Campbell. And then it's been all Altavista, 3 unanswered scores. 2 rushing touchdowns from Destin Brown, one of those in this half, and then Juan Thornhill had his second rushing touchdown a game in the second quarter. Malbec walks off the field now under his own power, and now he takes a seat on the sideline. So he's out of the game right now. Don't want to speculate on how bad the injury is. And maybe the good thing for Altavista, Oscar, is they do have a lead in this game, so it's not like you have to play, maybe.
No, 7:05 and the clock's running. Colonels lead 35-6. They do have a third and about 8 right now.
Yeah.
From about the 21-yard line.
Thornhill going to move the running back, Daquan Myers, to his right. Thornhill wants to run that direction. He's got a little bit of a hole, strung out to the sideline. He's across the 15, lowers his pads, and he's finally dragged out of bounds. Probably got it to about the 14. We'll see where the spot ends up. He needed to get down to the 13 for the first down. They do spot it about a yard shy of that first down marker, so he did get to the 14-yard line, and now we've got a 4th and 1, Oscar.
And I think the Colonels go for it here. I think the first thing you do is try the hard count that that Juan's been so successful at this year, and you still got Destin available. You got Daquan available, so. And, of course, Juan's been good on the quarterback sneak as well, so several options here.
You're absolutely right. A lot of options for Altavista. You could even try the hard count, and then if they don't bite, trot Walker Allen out for another field goal attempt. No hard count. Thornhill going to pass. He's got Cody Andrews wide open. They ran the play fake, and it wasn't perfect, but it was enough. Andrews running free. He hauls it in on about the 1-yard line. Waltzes into the end zone untouched. Great pass play on 4th and 1 from Juan Thornhill to Cody Andrews.
Boy, that was that was just a great design play. Yes. It was essentially a play action pass, and Andrews slipped away from the tight end position and wide open.
Yep. 14-yard passing touchdown from Thornhill to Andrews. Extra point up and good from Walker Allen. Wow, you're expecting, I think, if you're William Campbell, the running play on 4th and 1. That expectation allows Cody Andrews to run free near the goal line. He hauls in the pass for the touchdown. Altavista starting to run away with it. 42-6. They lead. Timeout here in the third quarter on 105.5 KD Country.
For more than 103 years, we've offered special banking assistance to many nonprofit organizations. I'm Kathy Morgan with First National Bank, and we have a checking account just for nonprofits and faith-based organizations that has no minimum balance requirement and no monthly maintenance fee. We also specialize in offering financing when your group needs a loan. So come see us at First National Bank, and we'll provide your organization with an extraordinary customer experience. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
6:39 remains in this football game. It looks like the third time may not be the charm for William Campbell. They trail 42-6. Altavista starting to run away with things. Thornhill to Andrews, touchdown, pass, and catch there. Juan Thornhill's 12th touchdown pass of the year, Oscar. He's got 2 on the ground to boot. Go ahead.
Yeah, nice drive by the Colonels. Started at the 49-yard line, 6 plays. And when Rayshawn Lee came up from the safety position and committed to the run, trying to stuff the run, then that just made that little play-action pass. It just worked to perfection.
Yeah, it was really the 4th and 1. Like I said, the expectation of the expectation of the run really opened things up for Juan Thornhill and Cody Andrews. There was a play-action fake in there. That probably held some of the William Campbell defenders long enough. And a good pass from Thornhill. Andrews has scored, I want to say that's his 2nd or 3rd receiving touchdown of the year. I know he's been in at least once before. Squib kick, fielded cleanly on about the 29-yard line. Good return here from William Campbell. The return guy outran all his blockers, but he's going to get it all the way down to the other side of the 50. Spotted on the 45. Good return there from the Generals on the line drive kick from Walker Allen.
Kyle, that last drive was 6 plays, 49 yards, took 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
45-yard line, 1st and 10, William Campbell.
And then after the squib kick, William Campbell's got good field position, trailing 42-6 with 6:22 remaining here in the third quarter. And, of course, we are in a running clock situation.
Yeah, William Campbell's got to get it under that 35-point deficit. But they are very, very capable of doing that. We'll see if they can execute it. Fake by Lockett. Damian Lockett's going to go right up the gut. He's got some room to run. He's across the 20, 10. He's going to head to that pylon. Touchdown, Damian Lockett. 45-yarder. That didn't take long. So William Campbell still trying to stay in this thing. Great touchdown run from Damian Lockett and the Generals.
And this is the same MO we've seen with some of the games, the earlier games with William Campbell. Altavista got a decent lead.
Yeah.
And then they start exchanging touchdowns.
Yeah. I don't know if you chase the points now and just go for 2 if you're William Campbell. Their first kick was blocked anyway. That might factor into your decision if you're Greg Mullins. And they are going to go for 2. Lockett has running backs to each side, 3 receivers to work with. Altavista a little late getting their defense set up. Lockett's going to hand it off. 2-point conversion is good.
2-point conversion for William Campbell is good.
And William Campbell tacks on 8 points there. That makes this a 42-14 game. We'll take a timeout. Altavista still up, but the Generals have cut into it. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter on 105.5 KD Country.
A short drive will save you money.
That's right. A short drive can save you hundreds, maybe thousands. The absolute best selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Have a trade? When you make a deal, Feller Chevrolet will pay it off, no matter how much you owe. Slow credit? Don't worry. Drive away today in your new or pre-owned vehicle. Remember, if you didn't purchase your vehicle from Feller Chevrolet, you paid too much for it.
Feller Chevrolet in Altavista.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
6 minutes to go here in the third quarter from Altavista. Colonels lead 42-14. Long touchdown run from Damian Lockett has cut into the lead a little bit for for Altavista. And the Generals have tried 2 short kicks already tonight, Oscar. So Altavista expecting another short one. Boy, they're going to have 10 guys amassed within 10 yards.
And they've got wide receivers, running backs, corners.
They've got everybody up front there expecting the onside kick.
Canavas Jones back deep for the
And one man back deep is Canavas Jones. Maybe the Generals do kick it deep. We'll see. I mean, we're still in the third quarter here, but William Campbell is down by a lot, and they almost got the other ones. They do kick it deep. This ball is long. It's going to land on about the 2 and roll into the end zone for a touchback. Great kick there from William Campbell. Altavista probably fortunate it did go in the end zone because they weren't going to get much of a return.
No, Canavas was back there by himself, and William Campbell had a dead run and had all the lanes filled. They'd have been lucky to get the ball back to the 20.
Yeah.
And that's where they'll start this possession with 5:54, leading 42-14.
Altavista scored twice in the second half. One was a rushing touchdown from Destin Brown. One was a passing touchdown from Juan Thornhill to Cody Andrews. Altavista certainly with the big lead, you would expect them to try and take some time off the clock. But I don't think they're scared of passing or anything. Thornhill's going to hand this off to Destin Brown. Brown's going to try the middle. He's bouncing around, shifty. He'll finally get hit by a host of William Campbell defenders, driven back. Forward progress is going to give him about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, and you talk about the Colonels burning clock and trying to run clock off the game. You're handing the ball off to Brown, who's averaging about 7.5 yards a carry. So that's not a bad strategy at all.
Right. No, not at all. I mean, it's not like you're raising the white flag by running the ball. Altavista can still score and move the ball quickly that way too. Thornhill's got Brown right behind him. They'll put Timron Brown in motion. They hand it to Destin Brown up the gut. He had a head of steam, but a man around his knees will bring him down after about a gain of a foot. So that'll bring up 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and 5.
Clock rolls under 5 minutes in the third quarter. Altavista on top, 42-14. They've had a lead the entire game. Closest it was 14-6 at one point.
And of course, with that Generals touchdown, the run clock was turned back off again.
Right. So that was a good news for William Campbell if they're still thinking about trying to come back, which I know a lot of the Generals are. They're going to play hard till the very end. Thornhill barking out some signals. He may have changed something. He's taken a while here at the line. Man in the backfield moved a little bit. Thornhill fakes it to him. Now he keeps it. Juan's got some room to run. He cuts it back. Spin move, still on his feet. Big block from Destin Brown. Juan's got the first down and much more. He finally decides to give up on the play. Runs out of bounds on his own momentum at the 50-yard line. Great cutbacks and moves from Juan Thornhill. And then Destin Brown just leveled somebody.
Destin Brown hit DeAnthony Jones, and DeAnthony Jones laid there for a minute. And when he got up, he ran in a circle trying to get back to the line. He was absolutely leveled.
Well, Juan Thornhill broke out of a lot of tackles initially. That's what made that block possible from Destin Brown. But Brown with the extra effort there on the block, that was big. First down. Altavista will go from just shy of the 50-yard line. They're still in their own territory by about a foot here. Thornhill catching his breath, barking out the signals. Go with the long snap count. Snap right at head high. He'll hand it off to Destin Brown. Brown gains 2. Then he's met hard. Dropped after the 2-yard gain. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Altavista leading 42-14.
They're going to mark that just outside the 46, call it the 47, gain of 3.
Yeah.
And the Colonels continue. They started this drive with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left. They burned about 3 minutes off, just over midfield. This is exactly what the Colonels need after response to that touchdown. Take the ball control, drive it, and respond to that score.
Yeah, and wear William Campbell down a little bit, too. You don't want to let the Generals get some momentum by getting a 3-and-out quickly or even a turnover. Got to take care of the football. Altavista's done that tonight. Generals haven't. Shotgun now. Thornhill fakes it, wants to pass. He will. It's a little short. Juan Thornhill had some pressure. He was looking for Cody Andrews. Pass falls incomplete. Andrews dove for it, but it was out of his reach.
Yeah, and Juan did a little spin on that. When he did, there were 2 William Campbell defenders closing in on him. He had to unload it pretty quickly. Cody did a nice job trying to get back to the ball, just wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, good pressure from the Generals defense there. Play getting signaled in now. The offensive line huddles up. The skill guys just get the signal from the sideline there. And then Juan Thornhill a lot of times will get guys straight after that. He's got a running back to each side. Andrews to one side, Brown to the other. Here comes the shotgun snap. It's a perfect one. Thornhill's got his feet set. Throws, little underthrown. He was looking for Demetrius Johnson, and it's incomplete. Good pass breakup from the Generals defense, and they get a stop, and it looks like Altavista will trot out the punt team for the first time.
That was that slant play that they like to run, and Demetrius started, but he's got to come back to that ball. That'll come with experience and a little bit more time with Juan, but you got to learn as a sophomore. He's got to learn to come back to that ball. So,
punt formation. First time we've seen Cody Andrews back deep. Altavista's got to get some personnel out there. They do. William Campbell's got 2 guys back deep, and they've got 2 guys about 15 yards deep. So it's an interesting punt defensive formation on their side. Snaps clean to Andrews. He'll get the kick away. Pretty good one. Hangs it up very high, and it'll not get fielded cleanly. It's muffed, and it looks like Altavista's got it. It looks like Casey McLeese on the pickup there after the muffed fair catch. Not a fair catch, but he couldn't field the punt cleanly. Great kick from Cody Andrews. It gave the long snapper McLeese time to get down there. Great hustle play. Altavista is going to take over on the William Campbell 10-yard line, so it'll be first and goal. Wow, big turn of events there.
Yeah, and 3:06 here in the third quarter. Colonel's leading 42-14. And William Campbell has run 3 plays from scrimmage here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. The defense did a great job getting a stop there, forcing Altavista to punt. First time Colonels have had to punt tonight, but the Altavista ends up getting it back anyway on 4th down after the misplayed punt catch. Timeout on the field. Colonels are going to take it. We'll take it as well. Altavista leading 42-14. Just over 3 minutes to go in the third on 105.5 KD Country.
In the past century, our community has grown, and Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Service has grown too, alongside the families they've known for so long. Finch & Finch is proud to have served you over 100 years. A family business, Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Service, dedicated to your service.
Finch & Finch Funeral Homes. We're here because we care.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter from English Stadium. Altavista in charge, 42-14. They punted it away on 4th down, but they get it back on the misplayed catch from the William Campbell receiver. And they'll take over with great field position. First and goal from the 10-yard line. They're going to go under center, 2 tight ends, 3 running backs, full house for Juan Thornhill. He hands it to Destin Brown. Brown shakes off one guy. Second effort's going to get him in the end zone. Great run there from Destin Brown. He got going downhill towards the end zone. Met a tackler. Just ran through him, Oscar. Second effort gets him to the house.
Yeah, it was almost a horse collar, but he had such a head of steam. Again, I can't explain how fresh he looks and how strong he looks tonight. He's got great burst and strong.
Man, yeah, they tried to tackle Destin Brown a little high. I don't know if it would have mattered if he tried to hit him around the thigh pads. Bad snap here. Thornhill's going to roll out, looking for somebody in the end zone. He hit the hands of his receiver. It was not a design fake. It was a bad snap. He was looking for Brendan Patrick on the fire play there after the bad extra point snap. So it's no good. Altavista still takes the lead, 48-14. They retain the lead, extended a little bit. They lead with 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter on 105.5 KD Country.
Enjoy daily lunch specials priced under $4 at El Cazador Restaurant, the people that first brought Mexican food to the area. Open all afternoon Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. Come by for Mexican or American food, all reasonably priced with drink specials and great service too. Voted Best Mexican Restaurant, El Cazador Mexican Restaurant, Main Street in Altavista. El Cazador Mexican Restaurant thanks you for your loyalty and your business. It congratulates the Colonels on their winning season. You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Okay, Kyle. On that scoring drive, one play, 10 yards, 5 seconds.
Boy, it makes it easy on a statistician, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, here's some more stats. Destin Brown's got 3 rushing touchdowns tonight. He had 10 coming in. So his numbers are improving very quickly on a very good rushing night for him. And you said it, man. I mean, the way he's running tonight, he looks fresh. He's got those knees going up high. He gets that head of steam. Just really hard to bring down.
And it's been since, from my perspective, it's been since the Gretna game, since we've seen him with this kind of strength and speed.
Yeah.
He was nicked up, we know, a little bit against Appomattox. But, boy, he looks good tonight.
He looks great. I mean, you think back to that Gretna game, he was probably the player of the game. He hurdled a guy on the way to the 1 touchdown, which was one of the all-time great running plays. Picked up the fumble, a scoop and score touchdown on defense. But you're right. Since then, maybe not the typical Destin Brown tonight. This is more than typical. This is super from him. Walker Allen on to kickoff again. We've been saying that a lot tonight. That's a good thing if you're a Colonel fan, not so good if you're a General. William Campbell fields it on the 9-yard line, going straight up the gut on the return here. Altavista's coverage pretty good. The football came out. They're still fighting for it. Big scrum in the middle of the field. Colonels are signaling they have it. Let's wait for something official, although I feel like they probably do just based on what I saw.
Altavista's ball. Altavista's ball.
And they will say Colonel football. They'll take over with great field position again. 29-yard line of William Campbell. And this is big for Altavista. Back-to-back turnovers on kicking plays for William Campbell. One of them they couldn't field the punt. This time they field the kickoff, but they lose it on the return.
And that's their 3rd turnover here in this quarter.
Yeah. 4th of the game, I believe. 3rd. They've had 2 interceptions.
That's the 5th of the game.
Yeah. Altavista under center in the power I again. They give it to the first man. That's Jacob Hawkins. Hawkins hit hard, and he'll drive forward. Good hard running there. It was an inside fullback dive type of play. He's stopped, finally, for a gain of 2.
Gain of 2 yards. Second name.
They stayed in the power I, full house, 2 tight ends. That's something Altavista's done a little bit throughout the year, Oscar. They're a shotgun spread team, but they have the ability to go in the power set and really sort of ram it down your throat with all these great running backs they have.
And they've gone Juan's under center for the last few plays with a full house backfield.
Yep. Here's the toss play. They've got Myers. He looks to be having his way with things as well. He finds the left sideline, 5, touchdown. He's in. Daquan Myers on the toss play. Another Altavista touchdown. Another one of those sophomores. Daquan Myers gets into the end zone. Altavista up 54-14 now. I don't think any of us saw this coming, Oscar.
No, we had talked about the difficulty of playing a team 3 times and the improving William Campbell team. And, boy, Altavista's been solid tonight, and William Campbell's just 5 turnovers.
This extra point snap gets to the block. Kick is good. Another one for Walker Allen. 55-14. We'll take a timeout. Colonels have scored 4 times in the third quarter here on 105.5 KD Country.
This summer's fire at Stanton River Medical Center hasn't stopped Rehab Associates from helping our Altavista area patients. I'm Dr. Kyle Walling, Clinical Director of Rehab Associates Hurt Office, and I'm pleased to report that we're setting up a temporary location at Altavista, inside Virginia Technical Institute, 201 Ogden Road. Whether you're already our patient or need help recovering from surgery or injury, rest assured we're here for you. And remember, you do not need a doctor's referral to see us. Call Rehab Associates at 324-9750, online at racva.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Oscar, I think William Campbell felt pretty good about their chances going into this game, despite having lost to the Colonels the first 2 times this year. This has not gone the way the Generals have wanted.
No, and we talked about it early with the game of 14-6. We thought, we got a ball game on our hands.
Right.
But then since that point, it has been absolutely all Colonels. 5 turnovers by William Campbell, a couple of key penalties and a bad snap, and it has just fallen apart for William Campbell since early in the second quarter.
Well, Altavista's got a good football team, and against good teams, you can't afford to have too many mistakes. William Campbell has just had too many of them. You mentioned it, 5 turnovers, bad snap, penalties. It's kind of what happened when Altavista played Dan River. Altavista's not a bad football team, but they just made too many mistakes against Dan River. And when you get behind the 8 ball, things can steamroll in a hurry. That happened then, and I think that's happening right now. Generals, I have a feeling, are going to keep fighting hard here. They've been down before, and they're still going to play hard no matter the score. It's 55-14 right now. Walker Allen to kick off again. This one is going to roll out of bounds. It didn't get fielded. It goes out at about the 22-yard line, so maybe a good thing, because the last 2 times William Campbell's tried to field a kick, they've turned it over. So they'll put this on the 35-yard line here after the penalty.
And you got to wonder when Altavista gets the ball back on offense if we've seen the last one, Thornhill under quarterback. Tonight may have been costly already. We got Michi Malbeck, who's got his knee wrapped. We had Jacob East, who took a little ride earlier with an ambulance. You already had Coffer out, and we saw Brumfield go down. So you got 3 injuries tonight that could be a concern.
Yeah, and I think, East and Malbeck are both secondary guys, so that hurts too because they're in the same position. Lockett's running free here. He's got a gain of about 15. He lowers the boom. He met Timron Brown, and they had a nice little collision together. I'm sure both of those guys love that. They're hard hitting. He's run out of bounds after about a 15-yard gain. There is a flag, and it looks like it's going to go against the General, so that negates an otherwise very nice run from Damian Lockett.
And they are marking the penalty at about the 44-yard line.
Yeah, which is past the line of scrimmage, so this may not hurt the Generals as bad. It's going to be a first down, and it's going to end up being like a 1st and 11 almost after they move the chains back. It didn't come at the line of scrimmage. If it had come at the line of scrimmage, it would have been a 1st and 25 situation.
Yeah, it was just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah. Well, again, good run from Damian Lockett. He is hard to stop. Timron Brown tried his best to knock him down, and Lockett stayed on his feet, but he did go out of bounds. Lockett will keep it himself again. Same play, really, going to the left side. He's got some room, runs over one guy. He's got the first down. Brought down finally at the 48-yard line, past the 50. They're into Altavista territory. He's brought down by a bunch of Colonels. Hawkins was one of them. Daquan Myers was one of, and I believe Jones was in there as well. 55-14, Colonels lead. William Campbell's football right now. First down on the way.
He's doing it too.
Pretty much all the starters still out there for Altavista. Man in motion for William Campbell coming from that far sideline. They give it to the running back, and he'll take it up the gut. This is Adams. Adams, ball came out, fumble. Generals have got this one back, though. They dodge a bullet there. Good hit. I believe it was Canavis Jones that knocked it out.
It was Canavis that put his helmet right on the ball, just the way you teach it, and the ball squirted out. William Campbell player was right there to pick up the ball.
Yeah, Marcus Adams was the running back, and he did pick up a first down. The fumble came about 15 yards downfield. So again, William Campbell's moved the football. They've just made too many mistakes. That ends the third quarter. Altavista up big from English Stadium here. They lead 55-14 on 105.5 KD Country.
Life happens. Divorce, family problems, criminal charges, civil litigation, or personal injury cases. Turn to David W. Shreve, an experienced attorney at law. David W. Shreve has been practicing law for 30-plus years. For free consultation for personal injury cases, call 369-6621. 369-6621. David W. Shreve congratulates the Colonels football team on making the playoffs. Go Colonels! David W. Shreve, located 7th Street in Altavista. You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
50 years of high school sports coverage here on 105.5 KD Country. Start of the fourth quarter. Altavista leads 55-14. Don't turn away, though. We got plenty of exciting things to talk about here. This one's not over yet. Subway post-game show to follow. We'll have some other scores, some insight into this one, and then, of course, a little bit of preview of next week. Franklin is extending their lead over Covington, Oscar, so it looks like Altavista will be taking the trip down to the eastern part of the state to play Franklin. We'll be there live. Probably a Saturday game, but you never know. Here's a fake handoff from Lockett. He keeps it himself. Got some room, left sideline, finally run out of bounds along the track over there. It took about 6 Colonel defenders to get him out. And it is another first down. Another nice running play from Damian Lockett. He scored once tonight on a long running play, 45-yarder. Adams has the other touchdown for the Generals. And that's it for them. A bunch of guys have scored for Altavista.
Been a good night for diversity of scoring for the Colonels. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. A lot of different black helmets getting in the end zone. Handoff here to Adams. He's brought down by some Colonel defenders on the interior there. Brendan Patrick, first guy getting up off the pile. Good stop. It was a gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7 now for William Campbell.
And Kyle, just some real quick stats from the third quarter. Colonel's 170 yards on the ground, 14 through the air, a total of 184. William Campbell with 87 yards. Of course, 3 turnovers. Absolutely killed him in the third quarter.
Well, 184 yards in a quarter of offense is good for Altavista. That's good for anybody. Brendan Patrick's got a hold of Damian Lockett, and now everybody gets in on it. Momentum is stopped. He's close to the first down marker again. We'll call it a gain of 6 because they mark him a little bit short, and it'll bring up 3rd and 1. Good running again from Lockett. It's from about the 10-yard line. Of course, the Bermuda grass is all pretty much died out now, and it's hard to see the white lines on the yellow grass. So sometimes it's hard to tell where you're at on the field, especially in between the tackles or in between the hash marks. 2 running backs to each side for Lockett. He's got a man in motion. He wants to go straight up the middle. Now he breaks out to the left, going for the left pylon. He's in with a stiff arm. Touchdown. Damian Lockett, his 2nd of the night. William Campbell scores, makes it a 55-20 game. So we knew the Generals weren't going to give up regardless of score. 10-yard touchdown run from Damian Lockett, his 2nd of the night. They'll probably go for 2 again.
Yeah, not much luck in the extra points tonight kicking, so I'm sure you're right. They'll go for 2, 9:44. And again, the Colonels leading 55-20.
Yeah, the one extra point they tried, Juan Thornhill blocked it with his helmet. It wasn't a soccer play, but it kind of looked like one. Lockett fakes the handoff. He wants to go right side, makes one guy miss, makes Timron Brown miss, and bowls over 2 or 3 defenders. Great individual effort there from Damian Lockett to get himself 2 points and get 2 more points for the Generals. 55-22, 9:45 remaining here from English Stadium. Timeout on the field on 105.5 KD Country.
The holidays are coming up. Get prepared for all that seasonal hustle and bustle. And what about your house guests? Will you have enough towels, bathrooms, and bedrooms for your visiting family and friends? Let the Comfort Inn in Altavista help you with holiday accommodations. Clean, comfortable rooms, and guests will be treated to a free hot breakfast and free Wi-Fi. Holiday hospitality, just like home, from the Comfort Inn, Main Street in Altavista.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Damian Lockett has just gone in for his second rushing touchdown of the night. William Campbell still trailing 55-22. Again, one of William Campbell's former coaches, Brad Bradley, at Heritage High School now. They lead 35-0 in their game. Our neighbors from Bedford County, the Liberty Minutemen, trail 38-33 to Rockbridge County. A lot of great playoff action tonight. This one has been good, although the score much wider than we thought it would be, Oscar.
Yeah, it is, and Colonel's lead by 33, and that running clock's been off, been on, been off, been on several times here in the third, and late in the third, and in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the bigger development outside of the win is probably the injuries for Altavista. Jacob East had to leave the game. Dimitri Malbeck had to leave the game. Here's the kickoff from William Campbell. It goes out of bounds. Did Altavista touch it before it went out of bounds? I believe they did. It was Canavis Jones was the deep man. It was an odd kick. It came off the side of the foot of the William Campbell kicker. Made it very tough to receive it. It landed and took an immediate right, almost like a golf shot going down a slope. Well, it just darted to that sideline, but it never would go out of bounds.
Well, and then Canavis Jones ran over and put his hand on it. It's really a good thing he did. He kind of pushed it out of bounds because it looked like the ball actually was going to stop.
Yeah, it was definitely a great wedge shot for a golfer, but not normally the kind of kickoff you're going to see. Very difficult to field, though. Altavista may put some other guys in now, some other personnel. We'll see.
Thornhill's still under?
Thornhill is still in there. You're right. They're under center, though. In the full house power eye, they hand it to Destin Brown. Destin Brown has got a little bit of a head of steam. He'll finally get cut down. Tackled around the ankles after a nice gain. This is a 6.5-yard gain for Destin Brown in the Colonels.
Well, he certainly hasn't done anything to hurt his run per his yardage per attempt tonight.
No kidding.
He came in at, well, he actually came in at 5.3, and it's been much higher than that tonight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I thought it would be higher than 5.3.
But a little bit surprised by that.
Yeah. Hard to remember every single running play a guy has during the year. Destin Brown's carried it a lot. Here's a toss play to him. He'll carry it again. Going to the right sideline. He's got a gain, and he's got more. He broke out of a couple tackles. Finally run out of bounds on the William Campbell sideline. First down. One guy's got it spotted back here at the 39-yard line. Certainly enough for the first down. About a 9-yard pickup on the toss play there for Destin Brown.
Nice hard running by Brown on that play.
Yep.
Picks up the first down. Clock continues to run. We're under 8 minutes. Actually, they stopped that out of bounds.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll let it run if his momentum is stopped before he actually goes out of bounds. Not that time. Destin, I guess, had a full head of steam, they say, on the right sideline there. In front of the William Campbell bench, Juan Thornhill puts a man in motion. He hands it to the fullback. That's Jacob Hawkins. Hawkins busting free. Good quick hitting play for an 8-yard gain there for Jacob Hawkins, and he drops the football right at the 49-yard line.
Gain at 8 yards, 2nd and 2, Altavista.
For a good pickup. 8 minutes and 30 seconds now in this football game. Oscar, Altavista stayed under center here for last few plays. Maybe this is something they're working on for next week, possibly. Not that we haven't seen it, but this is maybe the most that we've seen it.
And we certainly hadn't seen this full house backfield that we've seen tonight more than 1 or 2 times a game.
Yeah, and usually it's in a short yardage or down near the goal line, that kind of thing. They hand it off to Destin Brown again, off tackle play. He's hit hard and upended. His feet went up around his head there on the hit. Good tackle from William Campbell, but it's not enough to prevent Destin from getting another first down. And now Altavista going to shuffle in Daquan Myers, and it looks like Donovan Montague coming in as well. Thornhill and Brown trot off. They probably deserve a standing ovation, but they just get a regular ovation.
There are not that many people left that'll be able to give him a standing one.
Yeah, and I think the ones that are here are too cold to even move. They don't want to stand up. Probably frozen to their seats. Not that cold yet, but it's getting colder. Montague got the play set. Now he'll get under center. Low crouch and a long snap count. He turns, hands it off to Daquan Myers. Myers hitting the backfield. He's going to get driven all the way back to the 45, but his progress was stopped, and let's see where they end up spotting this one.
2nd and 10.
And they're going to call that no gain. He was met by a host of William Campbell players on that running play.
Yeah, a couple linemen coming out now. Number 73, Casey McLeese, the center. William Martin, number 74, and Ashton Robinson, number 64. Boy, those 3 guys have moved a lot of people around this year. They've opened up some big holes for the Colonel running backs to run through. Montague's got the play set now. It's a 2nd and 10 situation here. 6:38 remaining in the ball game. He hands it to the first guy through. That's Hawkins. Hawkins bouncing around, pinball on his way. Gain of 3 before he is driven back. A lot of William Campbell tacklers in on that one. Number 75, Randall Clark, checking in the game now as one of those fresh offensive linemen.
Of course, Colonels are being very, very conservative here, running the ball inside the tackles, making sure they hang on to it.
Yep, possession is important right here. Ball security. Clark checked in for Clay Teagarden. Seen Clark at times this year fill in there. Clark is another one of those sophomores. A lot of the O-line is actually juniors. Robinson, Teagarden, and McLeese are juniors. Martin is one of those seniors that we know about. He and Thornhill have been the captains all year. Montague has taken his time, waiting for the signal from the coaches to run that clock down, and now he's set to go from the crouch. Toss play here to Daquan Myers. Myers has got some room. Now he cuts it back. Good gain. He's cut down, I believe, about a yard short of the first down, Oscar. No,
they're going
to give it to him.
They're going to mark that down around the 33, a gain of 8.
48-10, Franklin.
Good spot right there, and a good run from Daquan Myers to pick up the first down. Franklin is going to win their game against Covington, Oscar. So the Colonels will be on the road next week. It'll be live on 105.5 KD Country if you can't make the long trip. It is about a 3.5-hour trip. I don't know what it is by bus. They may just want to leave tomorrow. Find some place to practice down there, maybe.
If we can convince Dave Haney to let us go a day early, we can take our golf clubs.
That's right. We can find some. If we can get KD Country to pay for it, that'd be even better. Power eye again. They're going to hand it to Daquan Myers. Myers has got some room to run. He bounced off a tackler. The tackler thought he was down. Daquan Myers still not down. Myers ran out of at least 4 tackles, maybe 5 or 6 if you want to give it to him. He got spun around. It was like one of those NASA G-Force simulators as much as he was spinning around. And a good gain. It's only an 8-yard gain, but it was one of the stranger running plays we've seen.
Daquan actually ran into the defender, ran on his back, and then the defender kept spinning trying to find him. He couldn't find Daquan.
I know he's here somewhere. Yeah. I just had my hands on him. Good run. Myers is going to check out. Our producer, Nick Bailey, great job tonight, as always, Oscar.
Yeah, Nick does such an integral part of bringing us into your homes and radios and cars and whatever paraphernalia you listen to.
Yeah. Montague under center again. Here's the 2nd and 2 play. Toss play again. Ball carrier is going to get swarmed by the William Campbell defenders. We're under 4 minutes to go now. 3:40 in this ball game.
Daquan Myers in the carry. No gain.
So Montague comes all the way over to the sideline here. You know, you can really milk that play clock in situations like these, because normally the quarterback can get over to the sideline before they even spot the ball. That's when the play clock starts. So you've got, you know, at least 25 seconds from there to operate with.
And Coach Revis is dead on it. He's got his stopwatch on his wrist, and he's taking it down as low as he can possibly take it before he signals for the snap.
Yeah. Daquan Myers is the tailback. He's got 2 fullbacks in front of him. Montague under center, 2 tight ends to the outside. They hand it to Jacob Hawkins again. Hawkins is going to get stacked up. It was 3rd and 1. He may have gotten the first down. We'll see. It all depends on the spot. And when, you know, you've got about 15 bodies in there, I don't even know how the official could spot it anyway. They actually give him a loss. I thought he at least got back to the line of scrimmage, but anyway. It'll be 4th and 1.5 or 2 now, depending on your perspective.
And nice drive by the Colonels. They took this drive at the 25-yard line with 9:43. They've eaten up over 7 minutes on this drive. They've got 4th and about 2.5, 3. Walker Allen, they're right on the outskirts of his field goal possibilities.
Yeah.
So this is the right thing. Keep the clock running, and if you get the first down.
That's right. We'll see if Montague goes with the long snap count here. He's under center, same formation, power I. They pitch it to Daquan Myers. Myers has got the first down. More spin moves from Daquan Myers. He picks up the first down. Didn't get much more than that, but he didn't need a whole lot. Gets it to the 20-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Altavista Colonels. And I think now we'll see the kneel down from Donovan Montague, who is in there at quarterback now. It looks like Coach Revis is... looks like Coach Sharness is talking to Donovan Montague, and maybe that's what he's telling him. Coach Sharness looking at the clock there as well. That's what's making me speculate on that. Minute 47. 2 or 3 kneel downs would do it here with a fresh set of downs. William Campbell could call a timeout, but I don't see why Coach Mullins would. Score right now, 55-22. Altavista leads. They've led the entire game. It was 14-6 at one point in the first quarter. Didn't get any closer than that. Montague looking to the sideline. Now he snaps it. They hand it off. They give it to Myers. Myers goes up the gut. He's stopped. 1 yard gain met by everybody from the William Campbell defense again.
Daquan Myers on the carry.
I don't really think you can fault what William Campbell's D-line has done tonight, Oscar. They were in the backfield a lot. It's just when Altavista got past the defensive line, they were able to run free for big gains.
Yeah, and a couple times they were in pass situations and had that secondary with Lee back there, and just wasn't anything they could do. Again, you get Dustin Brown or Juan Thornhill in your secondary, and you're in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. Montague's got the same formation. 2 tight ends again, 2 fullbacks and a tailback behind him. 2nd and 10 on the way. See if he takes the knee this time. We're under 30 seconds now in the football game. He does. There's the kneel down. That'll run out the clock. Altavista, big winner over William Campbell in the second round of the playoffs here. Colonels win 55-22. Subway post-game show on the way on 105.5 KD Country.